Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to another live stream. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield. As always, I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth. We're right where we left off last time. We're going to be doing voiceovers and leveling as quick as we can in the new Angmar Legendary Server here. And it is a blast. It has been really fun. I have definitely 100% felt the difference with the new servers and the updated hardware. It's fantastic. So very, like almost zero lag now. Occasionally a little spot here and there, but they're testing stuff right now. But it's fantastic compared to what we've had for many years. So it is awesome. Anyway, welcome back everyone to another live stream. And my voice is totally here back today, so we're gonna have some fun today. So as we continue on here, we left off with talking to Radagast in last stream. I realized we've kind of done streams for this whole character. So we've done 3 full streams with this character, and I'm level 26. And let's just look at time played on this character real quick. I'm just curious. So we've got 10 hours and 41 minutes played on this character. So, in theory, I think that you probably could get to level 50, right? Before, maybe before like 25 hours? You know, we even had fun. We did voiceovers. We weren't even rushing in some parts of it. So, anyway, we'll have some fun today. Welcome everybody. And I think I've got the stream on everything what I want and the settings. Yes, we're good. Hello. All right, let me open my little daily gifts here. Whoop, whoop. Get anything good? Got a couple cool things. I got a rune of XP. Oh man, I did not realize how oh yeah, the runes of XP you can't actually use until you're level 50. But there we go. Also got mail. Oh, remember we sold those things in the auction hall for a few silver? Guess what? We got silver. Alright, and then we also have a letter for an NPC to get another quest. Alright, let's see here. The Farmer's Fair is here. We could do some of that today. We could. I think we're just going to keep leveling, though, is kind of what I want to do in this stream today. We'll do a different stream with doing the Farmer's Fair, and we'll probably be doing stuff with our kinship as well on our home server of CrickHollow, if anyone is curious. Hello, Salmon Fire, Mr. Ravel. Ian, hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. All right, so yeah, I got a lot of stuff in my inventory. I'm gonna need to, sell some stuff real quick. Let's just double check here. I don't care about that. Let's save these. Save all the crafting stuff. So, right off the bat of the stream, let me just let you guys know, I just put out a really big, full comprehensive crafting guide from basically start to the new Umbar guilds and everything in between on how to do it. And I have timestamps on the video, and I was planning it for like 3 weeks to make, and I'm pretty darn happy with it. I'm my worst critic, but I think it's pretty darn nice, and I think it'll help a lot of people out. It's probably one of the best on YouTube for just a comprehensive start to finish video with that. Now, I will be making other guide videos on direct things like where to farm this resource, or like specifically like just on the scholar, or just on the tailor, right? I'll do that in the future as well. But for just like learning how to find the locations, do the leveling up for your full level of the crafting, doing all the guilds, and then knowing their locations, and then going to Umbar and knowing how to do dailies and their locations and the differences and the amounts of XP and all that kind of stuff is on there. And I think it'll really help out a lot of people because it's a little overwhelming at first. I'm not going to lie. I like the crafting system in Lord of the Rings Online, but it's a little overwhelming for especially a new player or someone who hasn't done crafting ever. And it's like, I'm going to get into crafting. And you're like, whoa, where do I start? That's the goal of the video. It should help people who are more advanced and people who are brand new. All right, let's see. Do I want this necklace thing? I don't think I want this necklace thing. All right, there we go. I think that's probably everything I want or don't want. So I'm going to sell the rest here. There we go. Perfect. Well, there we go. We have a little bit more room. I should have filtered out these boxes in the thing I showed you in the other video. Let's just get rid of them. There we go. All right, there. Now we got a little bit more space in our inventory. All right, so we talked to Radagast, Mr. Radagast here.
You have returned, I see.
You have returned. Act with all due haste and return the bog moss to me. All right, we're going. We're off we go. Our little hobbit feet. All right, let's go ahead and mount up here. Though I think I will accept the Farmer's Square quest because it'll give me experience. Let's make sure we have any of this rested experience that I can use up. There we go. And that looks about right. All right, sweet. Oh, these are respect. I mean, these are renown. I can actually just use these up to get them out of my inventory. Why did I lock these? I must have misclicked. Oh, you know what? Let's see if there's any other quests in this town to pick up. There probably is. This is the reflecting pool. We don't want to do that right now. That lets you redo stories and like that are important. Let's talk to Miss Hannah Young here real quick.
Will you help me?
Will you help me? Greetings, traveler. I have a favor to ask you if you would listen. We are short on supplies, and we rely on some measure of food. Deliveries of food from the Forsaken Inn in your travels bring you back towards westward. Would you speak with Anflas in the Forsaken Inn and arrange a delivery of oatmeal be sent to Osgruth? It would be great help to us, Voice of the Rings.
Of course, we'd be glad to help you. All right, we'll hold on to that for later. And I think there's some other quests here. All right, what's this guy got for us?
Stay a moment. Hello! We struggle to survive. We have done well in all the years I have dwelt in Osgruth. But this is something like the like of which I've never seen before. With the elders working to defend against the evil of Angmar, it falls to the rest of us to see to the other defenses. This is my friend, is where I... Excuse me. This, my friend, is where I come to you. Our numbers are few, and those capable of wielding a weapon are best kept close to Osgruth. You, however, you are able to walk freely through the land and assist us in ways in which we cannot help ourselves. In the west, beneath the shadow of Amon-Ross, lie a great nest of venomous spiders. Among the ruins, some are more potent than others. Now we have ways passed down through the ages of distilling the venom of lesser spiders and making a medicine, which helps to cure the poison. If the venom is too potent, it cannot be distilled. I need you to collect poison sacks from the ruin web hunters and ambushers and bring them to me.
Alright, we can do that. Well, hello, Haggle. Welcome to the stream. I did my best to explain all... Yes, exactly. Do you like that I called them nesting dolls? Because that's basically what they are. There's upgradable gear at the end of the game now with Umar, and that's what Mr. Ravel's talking about. There's like different colors that you upgrade into the next one. And they're nesting dolls. You make the first necklace, it's real basic, then you make the second necklace with the first necklace, then you make the second necklace, the third necklace with the second necklace, all the way up to 5. All right, let's see here. The music is epic. Is the music too loud? Should I do the music like 50%? Is that better?
Stay a moment.
Stay a moment. No doubt you've seen spindly crawlers weaving their webs and trapping their prey, which happens to me anything that has life within its veins. Crawling monstrosities is what they are. Nothing good comes from them, and I have seen too many fall prey to their hidden nests. These foul vermin do not deserve life. They take so freely. Bring my vengeance upon them. Oh, okay, all right. Also, let's remove some of these other quests that are clogging up my quest tracker here real quick. I don't want that. Defeat. Talk to Muntz. We'll go back later. We'll go back to Forsaken and later with those. Okay. All right.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Could I speak with you a moment? All right, we're just going to accept these quests. No more voiceovers right now.
Would you do something for me?
Different character will do a different voiceover, but sometimes if a character has like 5 quests, unless I'm doing my LOTRO Tales series, if you watch the channel, where I voice over pretty much everything, we're gonna keep going, because I want to level up today.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Could I speak with you a moment? But this guy's doing the book, so we're going to read it. I received a message from a man, perhaps you know him. He's a ranger of the name of Candace. The details are vague, but it seems of great importance that you talk to him. I believe it concerns the enemy's movements in the North Downs. He is staying at a camp northwest of Weathertop. Travel west to the Forsaken Inn, then go north until you reach his campsite. Wait, we have to go back to him? Why would we? No!
Stay a moment.
All right, the rest of these we'll just accept.
Stay a moment.
All right, we don't need that one on there. One of my quests had just been removed. All right, that's talk to the Forsaken Inn. That's talk to that person. There's a whole lot of quests here to do. We are not going to do all of these because we need to stick to Wight quests because we're trying to level
Could
quickly.
I speak with you a moment?
All right, well, let's see what we got here. All right, Hannah's Dream. I apparently didn't pick that quest up, so I got to talk to her one more time.
I don't know anything. I'm sure.
All right, so she has a whole thing. I did this in the Ritual LOTRO Tale. She has a whole like story with the dream and stuff. We're gonna go ahead and just keep on moving here.
Could I have a word with you?
Yes. All right, there. Now we're doing similar quests to what Radagast wants with that quest. So let's do that first. Well, yeah, we could do the spiders first, but let's do this first. The bog lurkers down here at the bottom. All right. Thank you for liking the stream, by the way, everyone. I appreciate it. It's very, very quick. You're all the likes went on there so fast. I appreciate that. It definitely helps, no matter what. Even if you're watching it as a video later, the likes help tremendously. I've seen a huge difference when people like and leave comments compared to just, just views, flat views. Flat views are great. I really appreciate people watching the videos, of course. But like I'm saying from a numbers perspective. You guys, I think most of you probably understand that stuff about, algorithm things. I feel like it's enough in our society now that most people understand how it works on YouTube. But I say it anyway in case someone is curious. All right, here we go. I'm actually really enjoying the Mariner. I really like how they fight. I like how the balancing thing works now that I kind of understand how it works. more than when I first played him. All right. All right, so these are the nests I'm supposed to collect the stuff for Radagast from. All right, so there's one. So he's got to run around this very scary looking swamp, which, by the way, this swamp looks astoundingly better than it did 10 years ago. Like, it's actually crazy to me. Textures, the water, the bushes, the trees, everything looks better. The only thing that's not really that much difference is like the sky, but even though with the updated stuff, the sky still looks better, I think. And you can see the birds up there flying. But it's just so much better. Even the lighting color feels better to me. I think we need to kill these things, right? So let's work on this. And I will answer any questions you guys have for me in the live stream while we play. Alright. La. Welcome to the stream! A couple more people jumped in. Oh, someone has that bell and killed something near me. Oh, someone's around. It's Gus. Gus has defeated the swamp, nor some guy named Gus is just in range for us to get the message as he's killing things and hear his bell. Alright, let's see here. There's an item that if you kill stuff, that little bell effect goes off. I'm glad I know what it is now. It's driving me crazy at our stream. It's funny because I've had the bell, I just never used it, so I didn't know it did that. Because it's from one of the yearly things. Like I forget what year, but basically if your account's a certain age, you get it. Is it said the dead walk among Angmar? Is it true? Yeah, bro, you shouldn't be out here. No, this area is fine. It's up in those mountains. It's a little bit scarier. We're gonna have to go there later, though. There we go. Moto. There we go. Let's do 75 on these things. I feel like the music actually isn't that loud, so oh yes, good. We need these guys. Oh, do we? Oh, there's a dead guy. Hello there, Mr. Undead Man. How are you? He's like, die! It's like, oh wow, that's a little mean, sir. You're the one that's already dead. You should stay dead. Okay. Oh, there's a frog. There's a frog. I saw a frog. Look, it's a little frog. It's a little tiny frog. Where'd it go? Oh, it camouflaged. There it is. Ah, the simple pleasures of Lord of the Rings Online. Small frogs. Alright, let's see here. I like all the little animals that move around in the game, though. It really adds a lot. Uh-oh. It's Nazgul time. Hey, we leveled up. We're level 27. Woohoo! Alright, we beat the Nazgul. Maybe in this stream today, we'll go over to Stelden and check out the loot that you get for killing the Nazgul for the special event on the server. So that's not a normal thing, by the way, for people watching. If you're playing on a normal server, that doesn't happen, okay? Just so everyone is clear. That does not happen. And there are some... people like it, it's fun, it's challenging, but there are also some people who are complaining about the fact that they can like spawn inside instances, which at the same time I kind of understand because it's like kind of part of the event. Like that's the point of the server, to make it like hard mode, but maybe, I don't know if it should spawn during in a instanced event. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure personally on that. I think it does kind of add a whole level of frustration if you're doing something solo and you're barely being able to beat it, and then you get killed by a Nazgul and it resets all the NPCs or something, which is what some people have been telling me. Well, hello, Elbin. He says, hello, Zollin Ironshield. Yes, you have reached Zollin Ironshield. Except today he's a hobbit inside another world. Okay, so do a couple more of those nests. One's right here. Who's this person doing? Oh. Weird. Usually you click it and walk to it. My guy was not walking to it. He was ignoring it, in fact. Excuse me. Hello, Scott. Welcome. Nice, nice. All right, well, there you go. Problem been solved. Scott says that the last update they just did the other day made it where they will not spawn in solo instances. That's good. And I feel like leaving them in group instances is fine, though, because, like, that's part of the servers, I think, the charm of the whole event. So I like that. That seems like a nice, what is it? A nice balancing. A compromise. There we go. There's the word. At least from what, yeah, that's awesome. Good, good. I think that's probably good, because I think as a single player, it could be a little bit frustrating because they're already, like, really, really hard to take on as a single player. But if you, like, have a buddy or two, it's not quite as hard. Especially if someone who can heal or something. I'm missing one more thing. Looks like I'm, there. Is that it? Collect. I need 2 more of the nests, so I must have missed 2 over this hill. Oh, there's one. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. And then once I get this, it should show me the last one. Yeah, there. Right over the hill. Oh, he's on top of the hill. No wonder I didn't see it. No wonder. All right, there we go. Heck yeah. But also, welcome to all of the wonderful people who just joined, and welcome to so many people who are now new subscribers and viewers. We've had so many people join in the last, like, 2 weeks, so welcome to everybody. I'm glad you're here. We'll have lots of fun for the future. You are in the right place. If you like Lord of the Rings stuff, LOTRO, or just happy and positivity, you're in the right place. That's some of the goals of our channel. All right, do I have to kill this bog lurker? Did I get all the bog lurkers that I needed? Yes, I did. Okay. By the way, there's a little trick there. I don't know if you saw what I just did. You can, like, drink a potion or do some instant action right before you get on your horse. If you're summoning your horse and you click the thing queued up, the moment you start jumping onto your horse, you will drink or whatever it is, the action. So if you want to, like, do a potion, read something that's instantaneous, like I just did, you can do it while you're getting on your horse. Fun little hack there for y'all. Really not that big of a deal, but it's still cool. Like, see, look, if I'm summoning the horse and then I click drink this potion, you see how I drank it when I got on the horse? You're not really supposed to be able to do that, but shh. Fun hacks. All right, let's go ahead and talk to.
What do you need?
It's not really a hack. It's just a kind of an exploit, I should say. But it's cool. Let's see. Agility. Oh, perfect. Agility and crit. I will take that. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving me this helmet. I'm sorry I didn't do the voiceover for her, but I don't really want to do more right now. We will do more voiceovers. Don't worry. I'll do it occasionally on certain characters, like Radagast. He's the main story. So here's another player. Hello there, Mr. Armaeus.
You have returned, I see.
You have returned, I see. You did well. This moss will help me to understand how the evil is tainting the Red Swamp. This is but the first step in determining what caused the shepherds to become confused and irrational. There is more still to do, my friend. It will not be easy.
This reeks of death.
This reeks of death. I can smell death in the moss, as if it was plucked from an ancient grave. This stench of decay and evil is not a thing from nature. I believe that the wights are to blame. Wights are the bones of the dead, stirred by fell spirits out of Angmar and Rundar. The wars here long ago made Haragmar as ripe for wights as the Barrow Downs in the west. Return to Haragmar, the swamp to the east, and destroy these foul creatures. If there are wights, I fear there are other fell creatures haunting the swamp as well. For now, though, you need only concern yourself with the wights. Yes, Radagast, we'll go slam with our awesome barrow blades that we totally were given. You were just on CrickHollow. Nice. Random player, now main famous. Yeah. I know, it's fun. I like running into people. It's kind of been fun because sometimes I'll run into people who don't know who I am. Especially if I'm on my other characters. Because, like, a lot of you know, my channel's Voice of the Rings. I'm Voice of the Rings. But, you know, I'm Zollin Ironshield. It's kind of my, like, pen name, right? My persona, my main character. But some people don't realize that. They just know my channel's name. So when I'm on Zollin, sometimes people won't realize I'm, like, a channel yet. Which is kind of nice, refreshing sometimes. But it's also super fun when people know who you are. And everyone's so nice. So, either way, it's fine either way, right?
Stay a moment.
Stay a moment. All right.
Could I speak with you a
The
moment?
trick though, is to always be great and nice and fun to everybody, right? You don't want to don't let fame go to your head, right, guys? No matter what you're doing in life, a bunch of people know you. You know, still be humble about things because if you don't, it can cause you problems and others, right? Oh man. Yeah, I'm in the boat too of like Lord of the Rings Online. I love it. I know a lot about it, right? Been doing it since it came out, but there's still stuff I have to learn too, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like I had to work for 2 weeks on studying and make sure I had it down for the crafting guide that I just put out for you guys. So if you need a really good crafting guide, I will say it's probably one of the best out there from like start to finish, knowing how to like at least level up your crafting. I'll have separate special crafting guides on different crafting professions later, but just knowing how to basically get from picking up your first crafting to doing all the guilds and doing the Umbar guilds dailies at the end, I basically show all the locations, all the XP amounts, how to do all of that, and I basically walk everyone through that, whether you're a brand new player or someone who's been here a long time and needs a refresher. So, but yeah, and also I had a couple of my kinship members to help a lot out with that, so helped refresh my memory because I hadn't been doing crafting the last 2 years, but now I've done lots of crafting, and I now have Umbar mastery level with jeweler, metalsmith, and let's see, what was the other one? Tailor, and I have my prospector all the way up, my forester all the way up, and then I'm working on doing my other ones now to Umbar level on my other characters. So I'm getting to the point where I'm hoping to have all of the full level crafting on all my characters, and that's just because, you know, I'm a kinship / guild leader now, so I kind of want to make sure that I can help people out with crafting if I need to, and then know how to do all of them, of course, too. All right, kind of, you know, should probably know that stuff since I'm, you know, have a Lord of the Rings channel, and a lot of it is LOTRO. Okay, so we need to defeat wights. Let's go up to the mountain here and slay some wights. Well, there's one of them. Hello, Mr. Wight. How are you? Nope, you're not gonna barf. That sound effect is when they like roar on you. And thank you for hi. How's everyone doing? Somebody just joined. I got distracted from how many people just joined the stream. Welcome, guys. All right. Also, if you would tip my hat to you, don't forget to like the stream. Whether you're here right now or video later, I appreciate that greatly. All right, let's go up and beat some of these wights up. We're probably going to get a Nazgul that spawns here in a second, no doubt. This seems like a good spot for the game to throw one at me. All right, so we just need to kill 15 of these ugly guys. Gosh, man, they are very, very gross. Alright, this is a Gaunt. This is a Gaunt war singer. He probably sings like what, like hard rock? He's like, ah! I don't know why, it just gives me that vibe. Oh no, which was my interrupt? Well, that kind of worked. Got him. Alright, let's see. Where are we off to next here? I like how I have a quiver on my character, but this guy doesn't even use a bow. Who needs bows? But I have arrows to stab people with at point blank if needed, like Legolas did. And some people are like, well, that's not realistic. Well, it's sort of realistic, actually. But you could do it. It just, the chances of you breaking your arrow is very, very high. All right, let's see here. I need to kill how many more? What chest? This person's over here, like, just stealing all of my credit. Oh, she's level 50. She must be doing a deed. No wonder she's killing everything so easily. Okay, well, we're not going to follow level 50 who's going to steal all the kills before I can even get to him. Bola! Oh, I guess I can't even reach those guys because the stairs are way over here. I forgot. Oh, where she is. Actually, maybe I'll just walk right down the hill and kill the guys down the hill. Because they'll respawn. Instead of following her. I'd have to, like, have her invite me and then we could kill everything, but I prefer to just keep going. Don't forget to get to your free Frosty and Brie. There's your Frosties and Brie? Alright, let's see here. Alright, so we only need a couple more. So this area does spawn wights, but I can go up this hill too, and there's probably a lot. So let me get on my horse. So we're not just running around in circles in the dark. Let's see here. There we go. There's a bunch. There we go. Good. I love how precise they are with all their abilities. All right, come here, guys. There we go. We did it. Sweet. Oh. Guy's all dizzy. Such a cool mount. Oh, thank you. Yes, I love this mount. It is from the Harvest coffer that was like the supporter pack that came out a while back. I think they re-released it. I'm not sure if it's still out in the store, but I know that so many people liked it that they re-released it so other people could get it. It's a wonderful mount. In fact, I would not be against them adding more mounts like this one. It definitely, it has like special animations that other mounts clearly don't have. Like obviously with its tail and mane are quite different, and also the hair on its feet. And one thing that's cool about it too is it always is kind of large. So even for the Hobbit version, the Hobbit version is tinier than the others, but it's still large compared to other horses. So if I like bring out a regular mount, it's like the same, let's see, collections. So let me just go to one of my regular mounts. Let's just bring out this one. So if you look at this one, see how big it is? All right, got the view, okay? And now keep that in mind. You can see that it's clearly quite a bit bigger still than the other horse, which is kind of awesome. And that's the same, the dwarf version of it is actually like the same size almost as the human and elf version, which is kind of cool, right? Because the rest dwarves just ride around the ponies. I definitely think dwarves look the best on this mount and on the elk mounts, which you can, or not the elk, sorry, the boar mounts you can get. The dwarves look pretty awesome on the boar mounts. They definitely had dwarves in mind when they did it. All right, let's go ahead and do some other quests here. You know what I made a mistake on? I'm pretty sure I could have come up here, and I think they gave you quests to go into the place we just were. I could have probably used these quests and slain stuff. What am I being chased by right now? Oh, a bird. I sang at the bird and it died. Classic Shrek move. Okay. How are you doing, Zendo? Just got a World of Warcraft ad. Yeah, well, I mean, that's classic MO right there.
Would you do something for me?
If one thing World of Warcraft does
Can I be
good,
of service?
is do ads. It's one thing I've always said about Lord of the Rings Online. That I really think there should be more ads about it. But, and that's since the very beginning. But, again, the devs do a fantastic job, so that's not like, I'm not trying to go after anybody. They work fairly hard, but I just think that, it'd be good. So maybe my channel can help be a somewhat of bringing people in if we're not going to do ads, right?
Stay a moment.
Stay a moment. The Elglane have kept their distance from... Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and accept the quest.
Would you do something for me?
Yeah, I'm supposed to defeat some undead dudes. That's what I thought.
Might I take a moment of your time?
All right. Might I take a moment? Yes, you may. All right, we'll go ahead and do these dead quests real quick. Because they're on level, they'll give us lots of experience. And we're about to hit level 28. Isn't that crazy? How fast we're leveling? I can't get more of these. Wait, can I use... Hold on, I'm curious. Can I unlock more of these speed ups using, like, coins? Like, obviously, most people who are playing free-to-play are not going to want to do this, obviously. And I have a lot of extra coins sitting around, though, so... Let me see here. I'm just curious. We're going to double-check right now. Doesn't look like it. No, it just shows other boosts. Hope boost. Yeah, oh, it's just basically showing you where you can get other boosts. No, you can't use your Destiny points. Okay, I'm just curious. I was just curious. That makes sense, though, they would have that there. It is stuff that would help you. Oh, well. One second, I want to see one thing here. Featured. This is a cool little thing they got going on right now. I might try to get this to, buy this one to look at for you guys. It's just a little like beginners thing to help out with stuff. Which is kind of cool. It's just stuff if you want to. It's all convenience. It's not really stuff that's gonna it's not really. The game doesn't really heavily focus on PvP, and the stuff that is PvP endgame in the monster player zone, there's not really anything you can buy to like get an edge up in it. So this is all kind of convenient stuff for people if they want it. Which a lot of the stuff they have is very, very good for just making it convenient. But again, the free-to-play system now, they've added so many bonuses to convenience anyway. It's like, do you even need it, right? If you have the time to play the game, do you even need that stuff? The only stuff that I'd recommend are like, a carry-all. It's kind of nice for extra space and stuff. All right, here we go. We're going in here. We got to watch out for Nazgul, because this is going to get crazy if Nazgul show up. Hobbits look fun on boars too. That is true. They're like little tiny guys. This is true. I think all of the races look fine on all of the mounts in the game. When I said that, I don't want to make anyone think that like, it's terrible or anything. I know a lot of you guys saw I reviewed the new supporter pack thing, so people can decide if they want to get it or not, kind of thing. And definitely like when they thought of this outfit, it definitely seems like they were thinking mainly of elves and humans, which makes sense, right? Those are kind of the most played races. But the dwarves still look pretty good with it, and the hobbits look great. But there was one little like spot where the clothes phase through. And things like that occasionally can happen if it's a certain set designed for a certain race. I like the fact that you can wear it on all races anyway, but it's not really extremely noticeable with the dwarves. It still looks pretty cool, this set of armor on the dwarves. The shoulder pads get so huge on dwarves. That's my favorite part. I'm a sucker for like the giant armor. Okay, like I'm also really into realism with armor. I like realism in my armor, but like World of Warcraft style, or like really, really big shoulder pads that are like, big as their chest, and they're like, looks like they're like have a mountain around. Oh no, I better focus. Oh my gosh, why does this guy 4,000 HP? We may have to run. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I beat that guy. See you later! Oh gosh, I stunned myself. Oh my gosh. Mournful Wraith. Why is he different than a regular? Oh, not that way. Reverse, run this way. I'm glad I have that Thrum of the Sea, 15-second days. Gives me time to get away from the Wraiths. Well, did he reset? Yeah, he reset, good. Okay, so that was insane. 4,000 HP, huh? That's it, huh? 4,000? Wow, that's guy's got some serious HP. Now the question is, how do I... This is where I wish I was a burglar so I could just sneak in. Alright, so we're gonna go over this hill. I don't know if I can sneak past that guy. Maybe I can kill him on full HP without anything around. Stop barfing on me, mister. Manners. Whoops. Alright, so... Oh, here's like a boss. Is this the guy I have to kill? Master Non? Master of the Ruins? Is this him? Be awesome this is the guy I need to kill. I won't have to go all the way in there then. Did you bring yourself to me? Oh my gosh, that's who I had to kill. Yay! I don't have to go all the way in. I'm so happy. Alright, Mournful. Yes, what's up, Will? I know. Poor guy. He's like, not only is a wraith, he's also very sad. Forgot the... Elves, meet my elegant pig. Oh, come on. I'm sure there's some elves that love their pigs. Anyway, thank you for liking the stream, guys. Appreciate it. Undead just have no manners. By Doran's beard. Yes, I know. I know. Look at them. They're just like, look at this guy. He's got like, he's barely wearing any clothes at all. Like, come on, man. That's indecent of you. Very indecent, sir. Alright, so let me turn these quests in. We are at level 27. We are about to hit level 28.
Greetings. How can I be of service?
There it is, level 28. Alright.
How can I be of service?
There we go. I'll just accept that quest so it stops for now. Let's see, we have a new deed. We completed a deed. Sweet.
What can I do for you?
You can let me sell this stuff to you. And give me money for it. Map to the party tree. I might want to go to the party tree today. I'll save that. How are we doing? Oh, we're getting, I might have to buy a crafting carry-all on this. I don't know if I'm gonna, or I'll just sell this stuff to people. Because I don't really plan on doing crafting on this server at all, because I'm just here to play with the events and have a character, one character. Okay, so let's see, what is this quest? That big white one there. Okay, so clean the water. Oh, we can do clean the water quest. That one's easy. And also collect warg and boar haunches. There's a bunch of boars right around here. This is the best spot to get the boars, just so everyone knows. It's right here in this part of the valley. Like right here, to the right of Guan. Just so everybody knows for the future. Oh, I got some new abilities. What is this? Shanty Steady. Gain foe warp pipe over time. Oh, does it allow me to go right or left with over time? Oh, I see. While you're in combat, this one gives stuff to the right. And this one gives stuff to the left? Let's see if the thing... Yeah, okay. All right, combat's resetting it, but got it. Okay, so this one would be for this blue line. So I think I'll put it here, and I'll put the red one here, so then I can have kind of a balance system going on here. So now if I'm using my red line, it'll keep me from getting all the way to it will keep the blue side going a little better there. That's cool. Sweet. So it kind of helps me make sure I don't go overboard with one or the other here. That's kind of cool. So it's going to constantly pull it to the left slightly, so I'm not able help me not get to that point where I'm like overheating or whatever. It's not overheating, but might as well be. That's cool. I like that. That's a cool class. All right. It's really, really cool. Let's see. One more piggy. Sorry, my adorable little pig friends, but I need your haunches. All right. Undead just have no mana. I read that already. The rescue debuff they apply can be a pain without corruption removal. Yeah. Are you talking about the wraiths? Yeah, a good place for Craven too. Yes, there is a lot of birds over here as well. But this spot especially has a lot of piggies. Because if you're looking for the pigs, so the wargs are kind of out here in this area, and the pigs are kind of over here. And also the water I need to fill up is... Oh, and here's like, yeah, here's the bird area that you're talking about. There's some birds. No. Completed the Slayer, or I completed Orc Slayer. I'm now a champion of the Lone Lands. You know what I want to do, though? I want to put on my one title. I want my cool... Hold on. I have a great title that they gave me during the Weatherstuck event, which I really appreciate, and I want to put it on. It's just a fun... Let's see. Is it the event one? I'm trying to remember how you get it. What it's under. Social? I think it's social. Yes, this one right here. There we go. I'm provider of event information. It's such a long title, but I still like it. It's like, and it's like, oh, well, I'm a provider of event information. What event? Well, that's the question now. Lots of events. All right, we do that all the time here in Voice of the Rings. Ah, you've got the little, I like the little bird. Oh, but that reminds me of the Twitter bird. But now it's not Twitter, so it's a little X. It's like a stick bug now. Do you have leveling gear on, or is that a transmog? It looks sick. Oh, wait. Are you talking about these earrings? These do level with me, these earrings. I have cosmetic gear on, which is this, it's this gear I'm wearing. It's just purely cool looking cosmetic gear. So, my actual gear I'm wearing is this. Which I look kind of like a dork. But, that's what I'm actually wearing. And then I have this gear. So I just some cool cosmetic gear I have that I can wear on top of it. But I do have a couple leveling gear things with me. I have the shield. This levels with me. These earrings level with me. And they're from expansions, unfortunately. I don't think you can buy them in the LOTRO store. I kind of think they should make it where they could be purchased in the LOTRO store for everybody. Not only does it mean money for the game, but I feel like just... Like, I can understand where they're like, well, you can only get it from the, expansion back in the day. But it's like, at the same time, I'm like, I kind of want it where anyone can get it if they want to get it. Like, it doesn't hurt my feelings that, like, oh, I got it at a special time. It's like... I just want anyone to be able to buy it. But I will say before I say that completely, just to I believe you can still buy some of the ultimate expansions that come with these things. Like, if you go back into the backlog of LOTRO.com, I believe you can still buy them. Right? Does anyone know that? Yeah, oh yeah, no, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. From World of Warcraft, the transmog, yeah. I kind of knew what you meant. I have a lot of cousins that play that, and I have played that a lot in the past. But not since the transmog stuff. I've played, like, at the beginning. Like Wrath of the Lich King. But I've pretty much been here on LOTRO for the last 17 years, so this has been my MMO time. Played a lot of League of Legends. Everyone's like, oh! All the classic MMO players, get it away! Was the just trolling? It looks super cool. Thanks. All right. Yeah, it does. It looks really cool. So this is actually the new Mirkwood luxury coffer. Basically, it was a big. It's a paid thing that you buy, and it's basically all cosmetic stuff. That's all it is. I reviewed it on the channel. There's a lot of cool cosmetic stuff you can get without paying real money in Lord of the Rings Online. Just throwing that out there for everybody. There's a lot of cool armor, because you can use any piece of armor in the game as cosmetic gear, and there's some really cool ones. And you can put them in your wardrobe in the game, because the game has like a wardrobe system that allows you to store any piece of armor, whether it be a cosmetic piece or a physical armor wearing piece, and you can put it in here, and then you can put it on any character on that server. So it's pretty cool. So this isn't my main server, so I don't have much in here, but on my main server I have like almost 300 pieces of armor and gear. So it's pretty cool. And the cosmetic system allows you to wear it on any level. So let's say you're a light armored mage, like a minstrel or lore master, right, in this game, you know, and you want to wear heavy armor. Well, cosmetically, you can't wear heavy armor normally, but if you put it in the wardrobe, you can wear heavy armor cosmetically. So that's kind of cool. Classic WoW. Nice, nice, very cool.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, Classic WoW is cool. You know, a lot of people don't know, with Classic WoW and Classic servers and stuff when they started that Lord of the Rings Online actually did Legendary servers before WoW did Classic servers. One thing I found that's I've always think it's been a good thing is, again, I think World of Warcraft is cool. I have nothing against it. I just want to preface that. I've played it. My cousins love it. You know, I think it's a great game. It's got cool stories, all that jazz. I'm just a big Lord of the Rings Online player too. I just love it. But they've always kind of like, I don't know if this is the case in the last few years, but the previous like 10 years, WoW would never admit it, but WoW and LOTRO were always kind of going back and forth, even though LOTRO is obviously, it was a smaller game, right? But LOTRO would implement something that was brand new, and 6 months later, WoW would implement something. And then WoW would implement some idea, and then LOTRO 6 months later would implement that idea. Now, granted, a lot of MMOs were doing that besides just them too. But there's definitely, since a lot of people played LOTRO that played WoW and vice versa, because I had lots of friends that played both, because it was kind of like, new expansion came out LOTRO, I'm playing LOTRO. New expansion came out, WoW, I'm playing WoW, right? Back and forth, which I think is a healthy way games work anyway. For having, you know, communities play. But there's definitely a lot more, I think out of any MMO, there's a lot more ties probably between the communities, not the people in charge of the games, completely not tied, but the community of players. There's a lot of people that tied between like World of Warcraft and Lord of the Rings Online, and maybe like Guild Wars too. I know a lot of my friends, those games seem to heavily share communities, if that makes sense. From my, you know, from my sphere of influence. People I know. Alright, so there's one of the wargs we needed. So we're looking for big wargs, so we're just gonna run around and kill wargs while I talk. You're liking LOTRO a bunch. Started a week ago. Nice! Well, oh nice. Well, are you playing on one of the new Legendary servers? If you, in the future, if you want to play with our main group, we're on the server CrickHollow. That's our main home server. So, if you ever want to make a character on CrickHollow and play with us and be in our kinship, you are invited. We have been growing quite steadily and quite fast. So we have about, probably have like 40 or 50 players now, and I think we have about 10 that are max level now. So we're starting to do higher level stuff and events, and we're getting all our crafting together. So it's pretty exciting. It'll be pretty fun. I led a kinship a long time ago, but it was never leading kinship on the level of like super active big kinship like we're doing right now, which is great. We got some wonderful officers too that help lead and do other events when I can't and stuff on the side, because obviously there's a connection between my channel and our server, our kinship, but at the same time, you know, my job is my channel still as a content creator, so I still have to make sure I'm putting time into this. So I do both. It's fun. But the nice thing is there's a lot of overlap, so I can make fun videos of us doing events in my kinship that work for both. It makes everyone happy. Alright, so let's see. I wonder if I need to kill these orcs yet over here. Man, where are all the wargs? There's a level 50 lore master again. I think a lot of people are farming certain things for deeds. I believe that's what's going on, why we keep seeing level 50s. 50 is the max right now on the legendary server until here, if this guy's gonna kill stuff, I'll just follow him. He's gonna murder everything, I'll just follow him. Alright. Alright, I just told him I'll follow you as you kill stuff. Oh, free experience! Woohoo! Obviously, it's cut down because I have a high level with me, but it'll still be helpful, better than anything. Let's see. I don't know if I actually have any quests, though, to kill in this area yet, so I may just have to leave. Oh, yeah, look, another level 50. Ah, there's an interior quest in there. Alright, I don't know. Let me double check my quest log real quick. Yeah, I don't actually have any quests here, so I might not do these right now. Oh, he's going in there? Never mind. I'm following him in, because there's a quest I have in there. Alright. Said I had an interior quest in here. I'm not sure what, though. Dead. Nice. You have a level 22 elf champion. Nice. Nice. Very cool. Champions are fun. Yeah, they like to hit things and AoE lots. I'm playing a Mariner right now. They're quite fun. I think they're pretty awesome. You made a bear. Nice. You have a Bjorning. Those things are awesome. I like the Bjorning class. They're very cool. It's actually one of the Bjorning and the Mariner are actually the two classes that or the Bjorning is the one that I don't have a higher level character. I'd like to sooner or later, but they're definitely a very strong class. I feel like all the classes in Lord of the Rings Online are good. Like pretty much every class is good and can do its job or do certain things. Oh, it's a watery. Oh, this place is cool. The music is terrifying. Stab, stab, stab. Try to do a natural valor kind of kills. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about doing the hard mode of the landscape? Start events. Yeah. So, valor. Yeah, and boosting to the level kind of thing. Yeah, I think if you've never played the game, definitely level first, because Lord of the Rings Online, I've played about 10 MMOs, right? Where I can say that I played it to give it this fair rating. Lord of the Rings Online has the best storytelling of any of them. So, and the other ones have good stories. Like, I think World of Warcraft has good stories, right? Guild Wars 2 has good stories. They all have really good stories, and Final Fantasy, it's close, because it's a different kind of storytelling. Because like from the Final Fantasy, it felt really fun. It felt very different. So Final Fantasy, you can't really compare it because it's kind of totally different, and their storytelling is really, really good. They have like really cool cutscenes and stuff too. But Lord of the Rings Online, from a classic perspective of just the stories, very, very cool. And I mean, it's connected to Lord of the Rings, so you're weaving through the actual lore of Tolkien, and that's a big part that makes it so good. Anyway, I don't think I need to be in here, but I've gotten some great experience thanks to this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and get going. Alright, I'm just gonna tell him I'm off to a different place. Alright, so we're gonna go to a different spot. Elvin's a big Final Fantasy player. Good game. Let's say Final Fantasy? All my Crick characters are still new. Yeah. Are you a Rise to War player? Yes, I do cover stuff. I do cover Rise to War on the channel as well. And yes, I've actually been playing that game since the very beginning. But like, if I find a Lord of the Rings game, I usually have played it since the very beginning. I just really love it. Battlefield Middle-earth, Shadows of Mordor, Lord of the Rings Online, Rise to War, Third Age. Yes. The mods for Total War? There's some good mods for called Total War, and they're awesome. For the Third Age mod for Total War games. If anyone's a fan of Total War games, I love Total War games. I think they're just the best. It's kind of my, like, I have, like, different genres of games that I, like, go to, like, relax. And, like, I would definitely say, like, genres, like, when I want to, like, control big armies and stuff, I'll go to either, like, you know, the old Warcraft 3 or StarCraft. Or I feel a little bit more ambitious, I'll go to my Total War games. I really enjoy those a lot. And then for MMOs, I usually go to LOTRO. Yes, I've tried other games too. I've been playing No Man's Sky. That's a fun game. Very for exploring, that whole exploring feel. There's some similarities to that game and LOTRO, I feel, with exploring, but it's still very different. And then if I want to do like the whole like battling, fast-paced gameplay, I usually go play League of Legends. Or I'll play a shooter game. I mean, I used to be a big Halo player. I literally liked Halo a lot. One thing that's kind of a bummer is there was a game I was playing that I just absolutely loved. It was called Cycle Frontier. Anyone know what that is? Listen to the stream. I really liked it. It had a really nice balance feel between like Tarkov and Halo, and it just was really, really fun. I loved how the alien monsters really played a lot more on the landscape of being a danger than just other players. Oh, speaking of other dangers. All right, here we go. Oh no, can I beat him? Uh-oh, I stunned myself. Is that death? Oh. I killed myself by getting stunned. Oh no. How do I respawn if he's just staring at me? Get out of here, you shadowy wraith. Yes, a little farther. Just a little farther. Oh, good man. Good man. Oh no. No, 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 no. He's like, come here, little hobbit. How did you live? Aha, I've stunned you. Oh, you know what? I'm full health. I'm just gonna take him. Oh, I can take him. I don't know, maybe I can't take him, dude. They're ridiculous. Gosh, no way, dude. Come on, crit! Crit! Oh! Oh, come on! I can do it! I can do it! Oh, come on! Oh! I got him. But I died. Yikes, man. Those things are strong. Wait, get more mithril coins. Oh, I don't have any mithril coins. I forgot you can spend mithril coins to revive and spot too. That's all right. We're not very far away from a res point. Well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, I don't have this horse guy. That was convenient. Let me get this real quick before I forget.
What do you want?
All right, I gotta defeat a few more spiders. So let's just go finish the last few spiders off. Gosh, man, those guys are getting strong. You know what is probably the issue? I'm level 28 now, and I have not updated my gear. I think that's why I'm struggling so much to beat them now. I'm gonna need to go and actually, you know what? I could go right now. Forgot. I'm a subscriber. I can do the auction hall whenever. Except I'm being attacked by a spider. Can't do that then. All right, well, I finished off the spiders, but I really wanted to get those last 2 poison sacks. And let's see here. Run in here real quick with our little hobbit. One thing I love about the new updated stuff, it's such a minor thing, but do you guys notice when I run around that bushes move? Like bushes get pushed out of the way, like in certain spots. That's something, it's so minor, and I remember when, you know, before bushes were kind of like a thing. Like all these big bushes that really add a lot to making it look realistic. Realistic from a game perspective, obviously. The game is not going to look like real life. They don't go for that. It's supposed to be like, it's like realism art, but their art style clearly is an art style, right? Kind of like, you know, World of Warcraft kind of went for that more hardcore. I like World of Warcraft how it looks too. It's like more like that chunky gaming, like, you know, fantasy look. LOTRO went for a little bit more of the slight realism on certain things, but at the same time, it's clearly still a, you know, an art style. It's not supposed to look real. It's not supposed to be like Unreal Engine 5, you know, like all that kind of stuff. I always laughed at people compared to things like that. It's like, that's not the point. They're not going for that. Though I must say, all the new texture updates and the bushes, that really adds to it. Because that's what really, to me, makes a game look old. It's not its art style. It's the, like, do textures look old, right? Or, you know, does it have that look of all these updated things? And again, all these new bushes and everything really adds a lot. There was a spider hiding in that bush. Look at that. Now I don't want the bushes anymore. I don't like spiders. Although that's Ron Weasley would say that. Alright. I don't think Ron Weasley would really care for Lord of the Rings Online with all the spiders. Just kidding. Oh, crossing fantasy worlds. Big no-no. No, just kidding. Alright, there we go. Let's grab this. I'm looking for these spider sacks here. Alright, we are halfway to level 29, guys. We are flying here with levels, sir. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're going to get to the point where we're going to be able to go to the next areas pretty soon. Alright, I'm going to put floating names on and use delete to find these. We need more of the spider sacks. There they are. There they are. Rune spinner. Let's see. We'll grab this one. Oh, ESO. Yeah, ESO is pretty cool. I mean, even like Black Desert Online has pretty cool graphics. I played that game. It's pretty fun. Yeah, ESO, me and my friends played for a while. It's a fun game. It's definitely fun. It's funny because I had some friends play it who played like tons of the original, you know, like Skyrim. And they liked it, for sure. But like, I noticed a lot of them just wanted to play Skyrim again. It's funny, it's like, there's clearly people who really like it, and then there's some people who are like, oh, I just want to play the original Skyrim. It's like, and I can kind of understand, right? Like, there's differences, but yet there's still similarities. I think it's a good MMO. What's up, Epic Kingdoms? Hello, welcome to the stream, my friends. Welcome to everybody else who just hopped in too. How are you guys all doing today? We're in the Lone Lands, and there's the great starry sky. And yes, you can go anywhere you can see. You can go and past. So we're up here in the mountains hunting spiders, and in fact, I'm looking for. I'm gonna turn the music up in game because I think the music could be louder there. When it plays, it's not playing right now. All right, a couple more. We need a couple more web sacks here, right? Or do we get them all? Oh, you know, maybe we got them all. Now I'm looking at my quest thing. I think we got them all. Or not. There's something down there that I need to get. Nope, they're all down at the bottom. That's why I can't find them. All right, to the bottom floor. All right, so. Have you played the Golem game? Yes, Felix. That's a good question. Yes, I have. And I did the entire game on streams and videos. If you go look, I have a playlist on the channel if you're curious. But it's very sad that that game was so unfinished because I could feel the love of like putting the lore into it, but it was. I mean, I was in live streams and I fell to the floor a few times. So yeah, that's a bummer. It's like I didn't hate the game, but because it was so unfinished and so unoptimized, my supercomputer was like struggling to stream it, which was like really. Just wasn't optimized well, obviously. It was overusing resources it didn't need. So, yeah. It's just a bummer with that. But yes, good question. Yeah, so... And I'm excited about the fact that... speaking of Gollum, though, I'm very excited for the Gollum movie that Peter Jackson said he's going to make, The Hunt for Gollum. Very excited about that. We'll see how that is. What do you guys think? I think that's going to be super fun. Alright, so I'm done with those quests. Let's see. I wanted to talk to Candace. Let's see. Is this just wargs? I just need to kill 2 wargs on the way back here, and I can turn all these quests in. Oh, I see. It's 8 videos. Oh, no, you're good. No, that's fine. Don't feel bad. Ask questions. That's totally fine. I have a lot of videos on the channel, so I completely understand with people asking questions on what I've already done, because it's kind of like, you know, it's a lot to look through. But I did completely redo my playlist like 4 months ago and organized them all extremely. So, like, I know there's like 1,500 videos on the channel or whatever it is, but might be more than that now. But I have organized them pretty darn well, so you guys can find them all, hopefully. I cover a lot of different games and then genres, and I do United Cutlery replicas. All the replicas you see behind me, I've done a bunch of reviews. Not like, I still have more to review that are in my room. So I've been collecting a lot longer than I've had a channel. But I will be reviewing more and more over the next year with United Cutlery replicas. But I kind of been focusing on a lot of it. There's been a lot of updates for LOTRO, and then there's a big update coming out for Return to Moria, which we're going to cover. Someone's being attacked by a ring wraith, I believe. Maybe not. Yep, there it is. He's being attacked. I must help him. It's a mournful wraith. Ooh, it gives a lot of tattered things. That's awesome. People are probably out here trying to farm them. I want to see what the rewards are for those. So it's funny how many I'll be in a conversation with you guys on stream and something attacks me or something, and it's just like I just totally lose train of thought. What were we talking about? Gollum or my video? Oh, the videos. Yeah. So anyway, it's all organized, all the playlists. So you should be able to find things pretty easily. But good question. Never feel free to ask those questions. Almost 2K videos. I know. I'm gonna have to have like a video that is number. I'll have to look at how many exactly and make that 2K video. Now, and I think a lot of them are. My average video is 20 minutes. I do have a playlist of. Oh, hello. I do have a playlist that is shorts. A lot of my animals. It's about. I'm trying to remember right now, but. Kill this guy. It's probably got like 350 shorts, so that kind of adds to the number a little in that way. But I'm probably at about 1,500 regular videos, which is a lot. I've been working hard on making content, and I would say that 80 to 85% of them are like relevant videos that could still be very enjoyable for everybody, right? Like the only ones that wouldn't be is probably like 10% in some of my guides. But most of my guides, I'll go back and update their name if they become irrelevant. Or I'll put a link to a new video that I make inside the video kind of thing. And then kind of give a little update on the description. So I try hard to keep up with that stuff. But it's not all going to be perfect. I mean, I'll do my best. Four missing until 2K. Wow, then one of my streams is going to become the 2K video this weekend, probably. I'll have to do the math. I have videos set up to release too, so I'll have to look exactly. It's because it probably shows only my public videos, not my like queued up videos that I have. I have some queued up ready to go. You know. All right, let's see here. I need a few more wargs. And they're in this area. And I need the wargies. Wargies, where are you? You know, a fun little fact. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but you know with wargs in Lord of the Rings, obviously they're spelled W-A-R-G. Have you ever played a D&D game or any other thing and it's spelled W-O-R-G? Does anyone know why that is? I'm gonna give you the question. I'm just curious if anyone knows why that is. All right, I think I gave everybody enough time to think it over. The answer is Tolkien actually has warg copyrighted. He made that up. It's actually a copyrighted thing. So the word, he made that warg. So because other people like Tolkien stuff, and you know a lot of games or companies don't want to take it if it's copyrighted or whatever, they use W-O-R-G because it makes the same sound almost, but yeah. Spelling error. Spelling error. Yeah, that would be funny. I should make a video on that and look at the exact details on all that, but that's the gist of what I've heard. It's kind of like Mithril. If you notice, Mithril is spelled differently in a lot of other fantasy games and stories, because Tolkien is actually one that kind of made up the name for the Mithril, so that's why it's kind of like, normally it's spelled right, M-I-T-H-I-L, right? Mithril, or R-I-L. But in a lot of other games, they put a different letter in. I forget what it is, but an A or something somewhere. Same kind of reason. Just goes to show you again that Tolkien really is the father of fantasy, at least in modern last 120 years. Because like things like Mithril and wargs, they're so iconic to fantasy in every fantasy genre now. But the fact that he's kind of the one that like invented those ideas. Now, granted, he has a lot of inspiration from a lot of things, right? There's like an old Norse folk tale of a ring and stuff like that, and there's a lot of stories that have rings in them in the past, and you know, that's not just his idea, but I feel like his is most iconic. Right, the most well-known. The cool thing about him is he pulled in a lot of fantasy stuff that was really, like, cool, that he brought back kind of from being dead, like, at least in pop culture, right? But at the same time, he added a lot of his own invention, like, to an incredible degree, which, it's just kind of cool. Interesting. Maybe that that might be because maybe they isn't a Final Fantasy Asian. Maybe they don't have to follow the same copyright things. I mean, that would make sense. Or maybe they didn't realize and nobody caught it. Maybe they just did it because they're like, oh, well, this is how it's spelled the fantasy way. Let's spell it that way. Yeah, that's correct. And then just nobody realized, right? Like the Tolkien estate, nobody's contesting it because why would they? It's some random creature in some big game, right? Just an idea. Whoa! Whoa! But anyway, I will look that up to make sure that I'm correct on that with warg and stuff, with a little more detail, and I'll make a video on that sometime, a lore video. So I'm not just kind of like speaking out of hearsay with all that stuff. But that is what I've heard, anyway, at least with warg and Mithril. But if it's not the case, I'll correct it in a video sometime. It's really not that important to be wrong or right on anyway. Did the copyright fall off? I mean, maybe. Maybe that's why. Maybe D&D just sticks to it now because that's how they had it from 40 years ago, but the copyright's off it? Maybe. That's true. Yes, he did. He did retranslate those, which is really cool. Tolkien really did care about history, for sure. It's really cool, and he was so good in language. I need one more warg. Just one warg. This is, I always remember this quest was the most frustrating because the wargs are kind of spread all out really far and few between. There's a warg right there. There he is. He's trying to kill that deer. Quick, get him. I'm just kidding. He's like, I just want to eat, man. There we go. All right, we got massive quest turn-ins here. Let's do it. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for liking the stream. I think that maybe we can hit 30 likes today. Yeah, I think that's a plausible goal before the stream's over. All right, Frederick.
What do you need?
What do you need? I need that ring. Thank you, sir.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Oh, I definitely want that one over the one I have right now. There we go. The epic music.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? Well, sir, that's a pretty good helmet, actually. But, oh, that looks really cool, actually, that helmet. I'll take it. I'll take it.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
Level
Stay a
up.
moment.
We're level 29. Woohoo! All right, I'm thinking we're going to have to start skipping to another area, guys. We might have to focus on just the chapter because we are flying past with experience here. The fact that we're already level 29, I think we're too high now.
I see. This is dire news.
We might stick to just doing this chapter. Oh, I should have read that. The gaunt men dwell in the ruins of the far east of Angmar. Radagast holds you to the Gaunt Lord, Necromancer, and Servant of Sauron, who are responsible for the emergence of these wights. He asked you to defeat the war singers and bring him their sigils. He can then determine which of the Gaunt Lords they serve. Radagast is concerned with the cause of the corruption of the swamp. He feels the wights are a symptom of a greater evil. Alright, there you go. There's the gist. Alright, so some of these things are getting way too low level for us. Way too quickly. Let's see.
Can I speak with you a moment?
So these are all level 27. I'm not going to pick
Might I
these
take
up.
a moment of your time?
They're 2 levels below us, so
Can I speak with you a moment?
I'm not going to do these.
Greetings.
Greetings, sir. We need to buy better. We need better pants. Let's try to make you guys laugh. We need better gear though. So I'm gonna go in the auction hall real quick here because I can go from anywhere. Thank you. All right. I feel like I'm like advertising for LOTRO subscription. The fact that I'm like I can do it anywhere, guys. Zollin does 24-hour streams. Oh man. Well, I mean, I haven't done a 24-hour stream yet, but I do stream 24 hours a day. I feel like I'm always have some time. Zollin's Angmar streams usually last 6 hours. The other one was 6 hours. This is true. Dara, hi there. New Lord of the Rings Online. Gonna start soon. Nice. It's max level 50 on the new servers, and is Guardian the one true tank of the group? Or are tanks comparable? So Guardians are like the classic main tank, but there are many classes that can tank very, very well. Captains can tank really good. Champions can tank really good. So most classes have like kind of like 2 things they do well, maybe a third thing. So Guardians can like tank or like 2-hand DPS, where champions are usually good at AoE damage, but also can put out a shield and tank. They also have pretty good single target damage too. But Guardians also have good single target damage in AoE to an extent when they're in their DPS form. So like lore mass, let's say minstrels can go like full magic damage or healing, right? That's like the 2 good things. So it kind of captains are good at like supporting their team and doing good damage with support and buffs and heals, and then also can tank really well. So it really just depends on the class. And to answer your question, with the legendary servers,
Yes, right now on the Legendary servers, the level cap is 50, like the original game started 17 years ago, and every couple months they'll raise it to the next expansion. That's kind of what the point of Legendary servers are, and there's also a special event going on, where there's like these Nazgul that attack you all the time, and they've reduced how much they attack you, because it was getting a little frustrating for some people. And also, on a side note, the new Legendary servers are 64-bit, so it's really removed 95% of lag issues or loading issues from the servers. It's fantastic. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. But just so you know, they have not implemented it yet on other servers. Some people I saw were leaving comments on my update video saying that they've already implemented the 64-bit on other servers and there's still lag. No, they have not implemented it on other servers yet. So just so you guys here know live and watching this video later, that is not the case. It's going to be over the next couple months. They'll be implementing 64-bit on all the classic servers as well. And also, if you ever want to play with us, we are on the server CrickHollow. Keep that in mind. If you're a brand new player and you'd like to play with the Voice of the Rings Kinship or join us, you'll have to have a character on CrickHollow. I am on the server Angmar right now. I will be playing on it, but I do not plan to lead a kinship or spend massive time doing stuff like that on this server. Just, there we go. There's all the updates for you. The Angmar server in the future will be, once it's max level, we're talking like 2 years from now, it'll be where they'll say, okay guys, you can move your characters to classic servers, and the server will be shut down. That's what Legendary servers do. They're kind of like a reliving the experience kind of thing. And then you get to bring your work and your character to one of the main servers. The Mordor server, which is dedicated for Europeans now, which is cool for Europe, though I still hope Europeans will come play with us on CrickHollow. I know it's not an European database, but we still want everyone to be part of the kinship. But the Legendary server Mordor, which is not the American one, which was Angmar, Mordor will probably be left up forever. I don't know if they'll change the events when it gets to max level. We'll see. But I believe they're going to try to leave it there for Europeans to be able to always play on, since it's dedicated in Europe. There we go. Updates finished. I always thought Warg was a short for Worgen. That's true, like World of Warcraft. Worgens, I think, are totally different, though. Like, I think that was invented by, like World of Warcraft for, like, kind of like a Warg slash, like, werewolf mix. I always thought that with the Worgens, but maybe I'm wrong on that. I'm not sure. You say, it's Germanic for Worgen, which Dutch for a strangle. Oh, interesting. I mean, that could be it, too, right? That's true. I'm just saying the fantasy creature Worgen, but yeah, that's cool with the Germanic background. Zollin's trying for a LOTRO stream record. No, we're not doing that right now. 24-day stream? LOL. Oh gosh, no. Oh no. We're not doing that. I want to be here. You don't want to lose Voice of the Rings, right guys? Zollin just like that. Like, no! Alright, so let's go ahead and look at medium armor here for level, let's see, 28 to, let's say, like 32. Nope, 32. We'll look at chest piece, see if anyone's selling a good one for me. Level 29. Okay, that one is definitely better than mine. 500 silver's a little pricey, though. It's not a massive upgrade, so we're not going to do that one. These are all level 30. These are reasonable prices, 200 silver. It's not a huge upgrade from what I'm wearing right now, though, so let's not worry about that one. Uh-oh, there's no legs. Is there shoulder pads? There's some shoulder pads. Okay, level 28, 200 silver. This guy's selling this one for 5 silver. Now that's more like it. That's an update, slight upgrade, so we'll take that. Let's see jewelry real fast. Weapons. So I can use one-handed daggers and level 30 dagger. Okay, so that's a huge upgrade. That's really good for me. I might actually take that, but let's look at the swords real quick. One-handed swords. Oh, that's much better. Okay, 14 DPS. 15 DPS, 500. Okay, so that one I think I'll buy from someone crafted this. That's going to be a huge upgrade for me. Okay, so I'm going to buy that one. And then, what was this? So this is the level 30, 14.2 DPS light damage. And where's the dagger was? Let's see what the dagger was. 15 DPS.
but it's common damage, and it's got crit in combat and agility on it. And this one has a heal that you can cast every 20 minutes, which is fine. It's not great. Dagger's better. We're gonna take the dagger. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's better. So I'll buy the dagger. Okay, so when we hit level 30 in a few minutes, our weapons are gonna go way up, which is gonna help us deal with the wraiths. That's probably the most important thing to upgrade when you're fighting these wraiths on level. Here we go. So I need to level up one more time, and we'll be able to we'll do that. And one other thing I didn't look at was the auction hall is jewelry real quick. Let's just look for if anyone's selling some... let's see. Potions, jewelry, bracelets. Just see if we can get some better stats going. I mean, this is way better stats, but 1 gold is still a little pricey for level 28 gear, guys. Come on. Well, well, it's not just 1 gold. Oh, this guy's doing just 1 gold. This guy's doing even more. This is actually not terrible. Maybe I should buy 2 of these. This will really bump up my... I'm going to think about that. 2 gold? I might be able to do that. This one, I can't replace this item because it's my XP. I also can't replace my earrings because it's my XP ones that scale with me, and they're really good. But necklace? We can do necklace. Let's see. Might, vitality. That one's pretty good. Oh, wow, that was not bad at all for just 400 silver. That's quite a big upgrade, actually, to mine. I'm going to take that. All right, and then rings. I can take rings. New rings would be good. Let's see. Anyone selling rings that I can wear? That's a really good ring at for level 30. Wow. 4 gold is a little pricey, though. Again, I'm going to do a video about auction halls. I have a brand new video about crafting that just came out, guys, today. So if you need that, check it out. Probably get to ask this all the time, but any word on a UI update, 2K, 4K scaling? Yes, I am getting those updates all the time. So I have a guide video. This game scales very nicely with 2K monitors. It looks really, really good. I think it looks perfect. I mean, that's what you see all the time on my videos. But when it comes to 4K, it's way too small. This is inevitable, right? It just needs an update in that area. You can blow things up. I have a whole guide video on how you can blow things up, but they're gonna look blurry then on 4K. And you can't blow up your bag and some of the other quest things, so it looks they're so tiny. I bet I don't know any details yet, but I'm 90% sure that will be another thing they're gonna update this next year. Once all the servers have 64-bit implemented, I bet you they'll go through and do a UI update so that they work on 2 4K screens for the pictures. Now the question is, does that mean they're gonna have to redo pictures of items? I kind of hope they can just upscale where they're clear and it's the same images because all the normal players were used to the pictures of items. But no matter what, it would be nice if the bag was a lot bigger, if the wardrobe, like doing outfits and looking at pieces of armor, when you click on a piece of armor to look at, if we can make that where that's a lot bigger too, like if I do this and it brings up this thing, like this, it'd be nice if this is way bigger. You can blow this way up. That kind of stuff, those things would be fantastic. Even a little update maybe with, I love how there's a lot of customizations you can do with the chat box, but just having a little update where maybe it has a little bit of an edge and it can be bigger and expanded kind of thing. You can expand the chat box and everything, but it's real simplistic in how it looks. But you know what? Simplistic doesn't always mean bad. It works really well, and it has a massive amount of options you can use. So it's mainly just communication. That's all it's for. So it's good in that way. And also another thing that would be a nice update if they're doing UI is making an instance finder system that works a little bit more automatic. Would be really cool. There is one that works, and there's a way to do it, and I have a guide video on it. But it's not like the level of where it'll just find people on other servers or in your server to play a game. I think it'd be really, really cool if they did it where it was cross-server, where you could like join in with people to do an instance. Right? I don't think they could do that for obviously the European server. Maybe there'd be too much ping. But for all the servers that are dedicated in the same spot, that would be a cool update in the future too. But good question. I don't have info on that yet. If I have info, you guys will be the first ones to know. If it's something that I'm allowed to say, if they tell me something, I will definitely tell you guys if they're doing an update for the UI with scaling and stuff. I think the UI in Lord of the Rings Online actually looks really, really good. I just think it needs to be scaled up to 2 and 4K size. That's the big one. I'm sure they could do some fine updates here and there on certain visuals and stuff, but visually, besides just the scaling issue, it looks really clean and nice. I mean, it looks better than some brand new games. I like the UI better than Tower of Fantasy. But no offense to people who like Tower of Fantasy. I've played it. It was really fun. It was a fun game. But the UI for 2 things. I didn't like how the UI was, and I also didn't like how much crap was kind of put in my face. Excuse the word. Just there's just things everywhere constantly. I couldn't make it really clean and have just have a big screen with only like a few things on the edges. It was like the whole corner was filled, and there were things all over here, and the whole bottom, like it was like I felt like I was looking through like a mask that had all this stuff on it. And like you can minimize some of them, but not all of them. So anyway, those are just some side notes. Hopefully that answers the question. Let's see. Will Vitality. I don't want Will or Vitality. How good is this? Nope, that's not as good as the ones I have. Okay, so you know what the ones I want? I'm looking at those bracers. I'm actually going to take these 2 bracers that are 1 gold each. I think that'll be a nice little addition to my stats there, and I have enough money, and I think it's a reasonable amount. 1 gold is reasonable. I don't think almost 2 gold was reasonable for that level of stuff. So we'll go ahead and equip these. All right, there we go. We'll hold on to the daggers. Let me make sure I lock the daggers so I don't sell them by mistake. Sell the old stuff. All right, sweet. We are ready. We are ready. Or as I like to say, we're ready, Freddy. You guys know we have a mini horse named Freddy. There we go. All right, so my stats are definitely a little better now. So what is our next goals here we have to do today? Okay, let's remove everything off the screen there. So we're not gonna do I want to do this one? All right, so there's some things I need to get rid of and some things I don't. I want to go back to turn in some of these quests that I can turn in. Yeah, we need to stick to level 28 and level 30 quests. I'm not going to go back and defeat the spiders. Collect the dwarf banner. We're not going to do those dwarf quests.
Well met.
Let's see here. Let's go ahead and just travel back to there. Let's see. Talk to this person. Where is that one quest? This one right here. An offering. I might hold on to the offering quest. Bloated corpse. That's gross sounding. I don't really want to. So I don't think we're going to deal with the bloated corpse this one. Oh, but that's chapter 10. Oh, I kind of have to do that one. All right, never mind. Never mind. We have to do chapter 10. Oh, yeah. We're not going to do the plague one. That's going back to that area. We're not going to do that. Right there. So we're going to talk to the Earthkin guy because I want to do the Earthkin voice. I love the Earthkin. They're so cool. And then we're going to go to Haradmar. I'm getting a little stuffed up here. I might need to go. My speaking was starting to sound a little nasally. Sorry. So there's a guy we have to talk to here. We need to talk to Candate. So we're gonna do a couple little quick run around talk to quests, and then we'll continue our main leveling. So we're getting a lot done here. I mean, we're level 29. That's pretty good. All right, appreciate the update. Yeah, I agree. The updated instance finder would be great addition. Yes, that would all be good. See, and I think LOTRO, I have a feeling, I know I was ragging on the fact that, they haven't really ever advertised the game very well. I have a feeling if they get all the 64-bit servers going and they update the UI, I don't know any special information, so this is just hypothetical, okay? And I appreciate it that, they're really great and that they always, try to help the content creators know some stuff and things, but this is all hypothetical. They have not said anything about this, so I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. But these are my thoughts. Since they're doing the 64-bit update, that'll all be done. They've been doing graphical and texture updates this whole time. They'll continue to do that, okay? I think the next goal will probably be the UI update after all the servers have been implemented with 64-bit servers so that everything's running really smoothly, and they've kind of got the kinks out with no more lag issues, and they can have a lot more players join, right, new players. Then they're going to probably do the UI update. And then after that, I bet you they'll do things like the instance finder, and things like that. Maybe, you know, it'd be great if they did some cross-play stuff with servers. I don't think that's in the future close at all, that part. But I think the UI fix, like, or UI's not broken, but UI scaling update and things like that will be a huge deal. And then after they've done the 64-bit servers, the UI updated, maybe the instance finder that works automatically, maybe even across servers would be cool. I bet you at that point they'll really start advertising the game more. That's just a guess, but I bet you when they know that the servers can handle an influx of, you know, a few thousand players, you know, more than usual, that kind of thing. The game has a pretty consistent player base of about 50-ish thousand players, and then it spikes to a couple 100,000 on expansions and stuff. I bet you that's what their goals are. They want to make sure the servers can handle a huge influx of players without people coming, and then there's lag, and then, you know, the regular base is frustrated, and then also new players won't want to stay because of that's an issue, right? It's a real issue, absolutely. They've done a lot of updates just with technology stuff to make it work good. And I think the reason why 64-bit is just being implemented now is because with technology, we now have they have the capability of using tech that can use the older engine to update visuals and the bit rate on things and stuff. So I think that's kind of why.
Greetings.
It's like what I've been telling you guys for like 2 years. That really, as technology grows, people act like, oh, well, they won't be able to do anything because it's an older engine. Guys, as technology grows, those limitations go away. Even with older technology. People just don't really... A lot of people don't understand how that works. But, and I'm not insulting people. I can understand where the common theme comes from. That like, oh, well, you just can't do anything, you know? As technology gets improved, you're able to do stuff with technology you had before that you didn't realize you could do. Now that you have this new tech, you're like, oh, wait, I can use this to make this old tech do this, right? It's a common thing in any technology if you study through history. And I did computer science a lot in universities, so it's stuff that's just really like, it's really cool. It's very exciting, really. Let's see, are these pants better than mine? Nope. None of these are better than mine.
Would you do something for me?
All right. Would you do something for me? Well, yes, sir, I'll help. All right, need to talk to this guy real quick.
It's a sorry day.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's a sorry day, sir.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
Ooh, we got new standing with them. Sweet.
Greetings. I'm sorry. Did you need something?
All right.
Could I speak with you a moment?
There we go. I'm not taking a lot of these quests. Look at all these players. Everyone's having so much fun. All right. a little bit of a weird thing there going on right there. I'm noticing that still happens occasionally. So I bet you they'll get that fixed too. But I can still walk around, so that's good. Little T-pose never hurt anyone. A lot could kill you though. Sounds like that old joke with water. A little water never hurt anyone. A lot could kill you. All right, let's go talk to Candace real quick. Yeah, there's a lot of components involved in upgrading to 64-bit. Oh, 100%. Absolutely. The launcher was first. The online service is next, which unlocks benefits of modern hardware and OS. On top of those, sits the software itself. Oh, I'm bumping my... software itself, which needs updated libraries for code. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And that's really, it's going to all be coming. Good points there, Durin. Hobbit surfing. Yes, exactly. I'm a boogie boarder in real life myself. I have only surfed a tiny bit. And I'm not really like, I live somewhere where there's surfers. I grew up with a bunch of surfers in the community in my neighborhood where I live. I live by the beach in Southern California. But, so some people call me a beach dwarf. Some of my friends. But I also love the mountains. I've always we've gone up to the Sierra Nevadas a lot throughout my whole life. So, since I was like a little tiny child, baby, I've been up there. So I love the mountains too. It's probably why I like dwarven stuff so much. And also, my mom was a geologist for a long time, so that might be why I like rocks and gems so much. Might be another reason why I like dwarves. Yeah, yeah. See, and that might be too, Scott. That's, you know, no insult to you, but like you're saying, that's probably your system, right? Your computer, the one troubling with this thing. With mine, usually, whenever there's an issue, it's because of the server sending me the signal. But a lot of people don't realize this too. There is the whole idea of there's the between, right, with the signal, and if you have any delay, and it's not the server's fault, and it's not your computer's fault, you could still have some weird things happen if you have a delay in between. Your internet company does something weird, or you have some kind of weird, you know, time. There's some lag, you know, with something between the 2 points. That can happen too, and a lot of people don't seem to get that too, like we do here watching this video and live. But I've had a lot of comments where people are kind of like, "Oh, I still have lag on the 64," and it's like, well, how good is your internet, right? Like, not to be mean, but like how, you know, if someone has really, really low internet quality, that can still make a difference, right? As well, there is the midpoint you have to think about as well. It's usually not as impactful, but it'll still impact certain things.
What can I do for you?
All right, so now that I got that, why am I hearing Sandy? Sandy's having fun in the backyard, apparently. Ruff, 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 ruff. My little dog. Who? Okay, Sandy, my little dog, which you all seen on my shorts, right? My short videos. He loves rocks, and I mean loves rocks. He goes crazy for a rock, and we have to make sure the rocks aren't too small, obviously, but he'll like push it around the floor, and he'll be like, and he'll like hold the rock in his mouth, and he'll just be the happiest dog. I think it's because he's probably related to dwarves. Look at that view, by the way, and like see the bird up there. Also, for my newer players, if you're curious how I do that and get rid of the like thing, for me it's F12. I don't think I switched it. I think it's still F12, like, to do that. I'm trying to remember if I switched it from F11 or not. One of them is taking a picture, and one of them is turning the HUD off, basically. I love that addition, though. There are so many things in Lord of the Rings Online that I'd like to point out real quick that are so awesome. Is like, there's a lot of convenience things that aren't in other games, and I'm really confused why they aren't. Like, for example, turning the HUD off like that, right? Just being able to see the game normal. Like, there's one or two other MMOs that I think have that, but most just don't, which is really weird. And another thing that Lord of the Rings Online has that people don't know it has, you go to filters, Control R, or the little pop-up arrow down here. You can filter out certain items you loot. You can filter out certain sound effects. If you record, you can filter out a certain sound you don't like. It's something that I'm like, I can't believe other MMOs and other games don't have this. And I think it's because, and also, as much as I was talking about the chat bar, I have a guide video on the chat bar. There's crazy amount of stuff you can do with this chat bar. It's actually crazy. It's so crazy. There, yelled at Sandy, no bark. He stopped. He's like, oh, okay. My dog.
I'm sorry. Did you need
something? Look at that beautiful shot of Weathertop back there. It's so cool. All right.
Bram sent help. He sent me here to watch over the hobbits. Old Mugwort.
All right, well, we're not going to do...
Woe to me.
Whoa.
It's been a foul day, it has.
It has been a foul day, it has. So you defeated a good number of wargs. You're a hand for this. That much is certain. I finished my cooking too, I think. Maybe not quite yet, but I'm sure this will draw out their leader, or leaders, and then you'll defeat them and make the road safe for travelers. That's what. And, well, have more guests at the inn.
Might I have a word with you?
All right, someone to defeat the warg. I'm actually not going to do that, even though we've done that in the past. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty. Beautiful shot of Weathertop. Control U for HUD off on Final Fantasy for screenshots. Good, Scott. They do. I assumed that they would have it. Yeah. There's a brand new band name, Sandy the Rock Dog. Yes. Oh, yes. It does sound like a band name. That's true. Throwback J. The landscape is one of the game's strongest features. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lord of the Rings Online is... I think it has a beautiful landscape. I actually... again, this is personal preference, but out of all the games I've played, I like the look of it the best. And again, they're all art styles. So this whole thing of people comparing, like, does it look real, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's not the point, right? That's not the point with Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy, Lord of the Rings Online, World of Warcraft. That's not the point to make it look realistic. It's an art style, right? And I actually prefer Lord of the Rings Online's art style the most. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but if you've watched any lore videos of a lot of people, I've got a couple great friends of the channel, right? But I've seen it on many channels where people will talk about Lord of the Rings with something and they'll bring up a picture and it'll be Lord of the Rings Online. They'll use a picture of Lord of the Rings Online because visually, if you Google it or look it up, they look fantastic, right? It's like it's brought Tolkien's world to life in this art style, right? This world that you can walk around in. And that's just really, really cool about Lord of the Rings Online. Even if you're someone that's not going to get into full playing, end game, having all the perfect armor, right? Which is what we're doing in our kinship right now. We're trying to get to that point. But if you're not going to do that, you just want to explore Middle-earth and walk around in a calm world where you could just take a break, from the bustle of life and see Middle-earth. Lord of the Rings Online is the place to do that, right? It's kind of like when we watch the Lord of the Rings movies or the Hobbit movies. We like to see the Shire. It's like a relaxing getaway, right? Same thing with Lord of the Rings Online. So let's go ahead and start riding back here. We need to go ride back and talk to a few other people. So I'll just go ahead and we'll just take the road ourselves here. Actually, where did I put my fast travel? Return to Anulus, the Lone Lands. Is that just the Forsaken Inn? I'm not going to use that right now. We're just going to ride because I don't know where I put that fast travel. So, and I also love the fact that with Lord of the Rings Online, you can do this. One thing that I would love, which would be harder to do but I've been saying for a couple months, is I'd love the fact that you could move your camera away from being directly on your character to take pictures, like drone mode, and kind of go up high or go to a different spot to take a shot for your group or something. That would be a cool addition to the game. They could even do something like a hobby with that system, right? Because we have the new birding hobby, which is super cool. I think there's a couple things with birding that they can add later on, but it's still fun. It's still a fun thing. Like the fishing hobby, but it'd be cool if they did a cartographer or something hobby, right? Is that the right word for someone who does a lay of the land, right, and takes pictures and stuff? I think it's cartographer. I think I'm right. But I think that would be cool. That would be a cool hobby. Also, look at how beautiful the lighting is. One thing about Lord of the Rings Online that never ceases to amaze me is the water, sky, and lighting effects. They're really, really good for the game being 17 years old. Look at that awesome sunset happening. Isn't that cool? And the light beams coming through the trees. I think that's so cool, right? And also, if I stop, it'll be a little clearer for you guys. But look at that. Look at that. Look at that shot of Weathertop back there. And then if I go right here, look at that. Look at that lighting. Look at that. Screenshot. Yeah, just really pretty. Can I wave on my horse? I believe you can. No, you can't do the wave animation on the horse. Yeah, anyway, it's just really pretty. Anyway, I just thought I'd show off the visuals. And again, look, if I hold still, look, see the light beams on the left? You see the little effect of the light? With the trees. When I do that, you can see it the best. You should probably be able to see it. This cat is very mad at me right now. Stop it, Bobcat. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Anyway, we'll continue on. Here, I'm going to do this without my camera for just a minute so you guys can just kind of enjoy the scenery of this lighting. Hello! The light beams coming through the tree branches is so Tolkien plus Jackson. Yes, it is, for sure. Even Tolkien did some artwork like that. And that's a big thing about Lord of the Rings Online, that it makes it so timeless and why this game is growing and definitely will not be going anywhere anytime soon with all the wonderful updates they're doing. The fact that it really respects Tolkien, right? And it respects the Peter Jackson movies too, but obviously Peter Jackson had to do some changes. this game, I think, even holds on to some more of Tolkien's stuff that Peter Jackson couldn't from a movie perspective. So it's really cool. It's really well done. They're both awesome. Look at that beautiful sky. I mean, is that not just the coolest or what? You can even see the light coming off my head for the camera. I'm being attacked by a spider, guys. Another thing, too, about the Lord of the Rings Online that's so cool is the fact that, like, I just love these. That would be really cool as a hobby. I really like if they did that now. For, you know, cartographer or something, and you just go around and, like, and then you could take pictures of whatever, even your own group or whatever. But, like, there could be, like, certain missions to take pictures of certain places. But, I mean, just look at that visual. Now, I'm streaming to you guys in 2K with really high bit rates, so as much as YouTube will let it come through, you'll see it. This will look better later as a video. About 4 hours after the stream, once it's buffered, it'll be even clearer, probably. But you should be seeing pretty close to what I'm seeing. It might not be quite exactly, because if you see my recordings, they'll be even better. But obviously, seeing it with your own eyes on a 2K monitor with full graphics will be the best. And another thing to keep in mind with Lord of the Rings Online is that because of the older engine with graphics, even though there's a lot of updates, if you play this game on a really, like, low-grade computer, you could do ultra-high graphics, it'll probably run no problem. But if you do the same ultra-high graphics on a really good computer, it'll look clearly way better. And that's just the old system. Where, like, most games have, like, a standard where, like, if you run it at medium, it'll look like this no matter what on any system. And if you try ultra-high, your computer will just freeze and break, right? It's not really the case with LOTRO, which is kind of nice because people don't have to have a monster computer to play it, right? But if you do have a good computer, things are going to look great. It's time for the Earthkin. You guys ready? All right, let me ask... I heard next expansion will be Legacy of Morgoth. Yes. We're going to be going into basically the Haradrim. Okay, so our newest expansion was down here in Heartawaith. And we have the Shield Islands, which are really, really tropical and cool. We also have the city of Umbar and the whole Cape of Umbar. And then basically it stops right here, the land out here, out in this valley. They're going to be doing updates in Harondor and near Harad. And I'm really excited to see how they do it because obviously it's after it's going to be after, it's the appendices of Return of the King. We're into the Fourth Age is when they're doing it. And also it'd be interesting to see the parallels of how LOTRO does it compared to, like, the Rings of Power, because obviously Rings of Power does a lot of stuff around this area too. But they're doing it supposedly in the Second Age. Again, there's so much stuff that's been changed with that, but we're not going to get into that right now. Lord of the Rings Online will probably do it in a very respectful way to Tolkien. Let's just put it like that. But I'm very excited to see what they do with the Legacy of Morgoth in these areas. The game is so big now, guys. I linked something in our Discord. There's a Google map of the game, so you can see it kind of like from the sky, but they don't even have the updated south area yet on the Google map. Feel free to join our Discord if you guys want to. Everyone who's here live right now or watching later, we have a lot of fun. And I have a guide video if you need to mute certain channels and just leave open, like, just alerts when we do streams or events. Yeah, join us. And we're also on the main server CrickHollow if you want to play with us in game. But we do lots of Lord of the Rings stuff on this channel. Like, I love LOTRO. LOTRO's one of my main canvas things I do. I use it for lore videos, for voiceover videos, guides, gameplay. We do a lot of stuff through LOTRO. But I also cover a lot of other Lord of the Rings games. And I do Reunited Color replicas, and I do lore videos. Everything's fun Tolkien content is the goal of this channel. Did they announce anything about upgrading the current servers to 64-bit? Yes, they will be upgraded to 64-bit. They did not give us a timeline of when they will upgrade them to 64-bit. What features are in the next expansion? I don't know. I'm not even sure if it's going to increase the cap from 150 yet. Maybe 155? I don't know. I'm not sure how big it'll be. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. I was talking about this with everyone a minute ago. We're close to 30 likes, by the way, on the stream, guys, if you didn't already do it. It will, I believe they'll be getting to the point where, yeah, what I was saying a few minutes ago, I think that they'll be doing UI updates, too, after they've implemented 64-bit and everything. I think that'll be the next thing they work on. That's a guess. I don't know that. with all the videos for the legendary servers coming out, I decided to give a game a shot even in the normal servers. With all the videos of legendary server coming. Oh yeah. I'm just mainly doing my own channel stream. Most of the content we'll be playing together with our kinship will be on our server CrickHollow. So if you're on CrickHollow and want to play with us, that's where it started yesterday. Nice. So just make sure you're on the server CrickHollow if you want to play with our kinship, because that's where we'll be doing most of our events, and that's where all our players are. I've just been doing the legendary server because I wanted experience, and also as a content creator, a lot of my viewers who are LOTRO fans want me to show you guys what's going on, right? Like that's the thing. All right, let's talk to this guy here. Ready?
Do you come with peaceful words?
Do you come with peaceful words? What is this little stranger? It smells of meat and furs. You say it is a gift for the Jorkin? Can't accepts the gift, little one. Yet we cannot give anything in return. We cannot give help to others until you have no more troubles. We are chased from our home and find a place that is safe.
Greetings.
Greetings. We are pursued by our past, our home in the north and the east. We fled as the darkness rose around us and came here to find peace. But peace will not come to us. Not while we or the enemies follow us south. We stay here now, away from the forest and the bog, ever in the sun to shield ourselves from the darkness. At night, the trolls will roam free. If we could confront the darkness and defeat it, we could perhaps make friends of others who wish not to succumb to the shadow of the evil. You have helped the tribe who wishes our friendship. Perhaps you would help the Jorkin too? Would you fight the trolls for us and make them go away? They hide in the bog, far south and east of here, a place called the elf folk call Hergion. You are very tiny, but you should find on your own. Be fine on your own.
All right, he's giving us quests here. Sure, Mr. Giant Earthkin man. So the Giant Earthkin, oh look, another player. Hello. The Earthkin are basically a group of creatures added in for Lord of the Rings Online, but I feel like they're very respectful and they make complete sense being in the world. They're kind of like a giant species, but they're not like the giants of like the human giants, which are also in the Lord of the Rings Online. They're just really cool, and I love their voices. Heading back into the game. Nice, Scott, have fun. All right, hello from Australia. What's up, Sean? Welcome. 6:30. Yeah, so I hardly get to see you live, but really enjoy the videos, bud. Thanks for all the cool content. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it, Sean. Yeah, I'm Sean, just so you know, we have a few officers that one is from Australia and a couple are from Europe, and we're trying to plan some times on CrickHollow to have events for those times. And I may do something at 2 a.m. my time that would be good for you guys with a stream too, but separately, not talking about my channel, just talking about the kinship. We're going to try to do some events for people from that area. So if you're in our kinship on the server CrickHollow and want to play with us, keep in mind, for all our friends in Australia and Europe, we're going to try to plan some other events, even if it's just one, you know, with doing like instances or something together, that kind of thing. So we have quite a few people who play at different times of the night. In fact, I'll be up really late. I'll be like up at 4 a.m. and I'll be hanging out with everybody at those times. Nice. But thank you for being a viewer of the channel. I know that's separate from the kinship, but I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. At least the live streams always come out as videos, right? Right after.
Will you hear my tidings?
Will you hear my tidings? We left our homes in the hills and the stone caves of the north as the trolls stirred and took back the land. In our haste, we easily could have overlooked the leader of their tribe, but we were cautious enough to hear his name and see his look. He is large and thick at the legs, bearing the look of a warrior and the strength of many. He is called Galrip, and he is the leader of the trolls of Hargion. What a gift it would be if he would be was defeated. A gift worthy of lasting peace it would be. He will wander through the swamps of the south. He will hide among the trees and be brethren and be difficult to face.
We can kill some trolls.
You are welcome here.
You are welcome here. In our home northwest, he wrote histories upon stone. When the trolls came, we abandoned our home and written, and now have little of the memories of our ancestors. The trolls now shift through our old homes and steal that history. We have no knowledge of why. We know only that now carry our histories upon them. Will you search them in the shade of the forest on the edge of the Hargion? Take back our past and return it to us?
Of course, we'd be glad to help you, Mr. Earthkin people. Anyway, they're kind of like a hunterous gatherer group of people, but also if you see right here, that's actually a shot of the Troll Shaws over there. And that leads to Rivendell. So the Troll Shaws got a bunch of visual updates and a whole new area added to them, which is why you see this fortress in the past, but this is the last bridge there. And then you go to these mountain ranges, and there's more mountains in the background, which I don't think you can see from this distance. But then you go up, and then you go into Rivendell. The Misty Mountains are, you know, a couple 100 miles that way. All right, we're going to go kill some trolls. Into the swamps. We're still in the Lone Lands, which don't get confused with the Lowlands, which are in Arid Luin. But the Lone Lands, which are where the Weathertop is in the movie, right? All right, we're going to head into the swamps here. By the way, the water, man. I always troll my regular viewers, and everyone laughs, but the water looks so good. Oh, it's raining now. Cool. I love the water in this game. Also, the little ripple effects it makes look cool. So cool. You guys, I need to show you a picture side by side of the water right like in this game nowadays and like the water from 15 years ago. It's hilarious. You can kind of see it if you shut the graphics off. Like if you just turn the graphics and on complete nothing. It sort of gives, there you go. Sort of gives the vibes of the very old look if you put the graphics on pretty much nothing. And it looks awful and horrible and disgusting, right? But again, the graphics looked even worse back in the day. But of course, they were better than this because you didn't have them ultra low. But this is basically how the water. It was everything. I mean, this also looks like old World of Warcraft back in the day too, right? But it still looks better than it did with these graphics on. But then you pop up those ultra high graphics here. And suddenly everything looks glorious. Such a difference. Look at the water. Oh man, it's crazy. It's a crazy difference. All right. Anyway, there's a fun little flashback. And also the bushes even move when my horse goes through them. I don't know if you can tell. It's a cool effect. All right, so this is the swamp that they used to live in, and the trolls have pushed them out of their home. So we need to look for, let's see. Doing that Earthkin voice, man, shreds your vocal cords, though. Yikes. In addition to the open tagging, that loot bag is great feature that I wish every MMO would implement. Yes. Yes. I really wish that you could just tag certain items. You do, like the what you're saying to filter the items. Is that what you're talking about? Alright. Alright, so the troll boss is in here somewhere. So we're looking for the troll boss. I'm so tiny, man. Look at me. I'm just like in the reeds. It's lily pads. Alright, so also this mist effect. You guys see the mist effect? Can you all see the mist effect? I'm assuming you can, right? That was never a thing. That mist effect was added like 4 years ago? 5 years ago? I love it. It's a great addition. They just, they're layering things, right, onto the old system that now our computers can handle because Everyone's computers are awesome now. Compared to 10 years ago is my point. I know we don't all have awesome computers. I know some people are like, I wish I had a good computer. Computers can be expensive. I get it. I kind of have to have a good computer though, because like as a content creator now, it's like my job. I have to have a good good system to be able to make stuff for you guys. All right. Just gets the double benefit of being able to play the game on super good graphics. All right. Oh, we got a scary boy. Here we go. Ring Wraith. Shadowy Wraith has appeared. Haha, you cannot stand against me, Ring Wraith. I have slain thee. I can't wait to hit level 30 and have those new daggers, you guys. Our damage is going to go through the roof. We're still in combat. You hear Brody now barking in the backyard? Roof. Can you hear him? When you kill something, you don't need to run up the body and gather. Oh, yes, yes. The auto gather. Yes. Yeah, and then people, it should be auto. I think it's automatically on now, but if you guys don't know about the auto gather, it's in UI settings. You go partially down here. Is it halfway down? Yeah, it's like, well, it's about 3/4 down. It's this always loot all. It's fantastic. So nice. Hello from, oh, nice. NC, hello. On the East Coast. Hello, hello. Really enjoy your content and generally uplifting vibe. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Black Helmet Man, 12. I like your name. Nice, nice. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being a subscriber and a viewer. I appreciate the compliments. We have such a great community here on the channel. I get so many nice compliments on not just live streams, but like on comment section too, and I really appreciate it. All right, so the boss should be. All right, he should be right around here. Is that him? Aha, there he is. Mr. Galripe, or Rip, or whatever his name is. Let's fight, mister. Oh, the salt here. That's the one that removes the corruption. I need to be using that ability more. I moved that down here, actually, because of that. I need to be casting this on them more, too. That's really good, that ability. Alright. So now we can go back to the Mr. Earthkin and turn these quests in. Woohoo! And again, remember, I've got all these items that give me XP boosts, so we should get to 30 pretty quick. I wonder if the troll boss has a social media account. I get it. I get it. Yes, indeed. Ah, trolls. Social media trolls. The best kind. Everyone's like, what? That's the worst kind. No, man. It's funny, though. You gotta be able to. The one thing I've learned as a content creator, right? And you gotta learn in life, is that some people are just, there's always gonna be one person, right? There's always gonna be one guy. It's not gonna be the majority of people. There's always gonna be one guy. But the thing is, too, when it comes to freedom of speech, man, you just gotta, like, as long as it's not something directly, like, threatening something bad, but it's like, there's gotta be freedom of speech, right? You gotta just kind of get to the point where you can just let things slide off the back, right? Like a duck, like it says, a duck with water. You gotta let it slide right off the feathers. So I definitely think lately, one thing I do on this channel that I'm very good about, to the best of my ability, is I try really hard to make sure we just stick to Lord of the Rings and Tolkien, right? With life, I just totally we deal enough with things in our face all the time with the news. So I try very hard not to bring in any. We don't do politics or news and things like that, right? I have my views, I have my opinions, right? But I purposely never bring that stuff up because it's just, we're here to have fun. Lord of the Rings, right? Lord of the Rings stuff. But I definitely do think, though, we have to, as a group of society, be able to weather certain things, right? We want to make sure freedom of speech is a thing, still. So that's a big thing. But I like it that you said the troll comment. That's so funny with social media. But you just gotta be sometimes, like for me with my content, if someone says a mean comment or something, sometimes I'll just take it at like maybe they didn't mean it mean, right? I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, so I'll like answer in a certain way. But if it's clearly meant mean, this is obviously my living room. I try to let people have a free space to talk in my Discord and my channel, but I want people to be able to have their opinions without getting, you know, crushed and attacked on or something. But if it's directly mean, I'll just remove a comment. It's like, it's my living room. It's not a public, you know what I mean, with the channel. Or I'll make a funny, you know, mic drop on them, you know. Be like, oh yeah, well you clearly didn't watch this part of my video because I already said that, kind of thing. You just gotta let that stuff, you know, be able to take it. You know, it can be hard sometimes with trolls, but gotta be able to just deal with it sometimes. So, because otherwise it can get hard, right? Yeah, exactly. That's the goal. It's hard to get away from it nowadays. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's like weaved into everything. So even things that like shouldn't be political when you talk about it, like people get like bothered by it, right? Even with just like societal comments on things and ideas. Like, yeah, so it gets a little hard. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that anymore. Let's go ahead and finish these quests. All right, sir.
What brings you to this place?
What brings you here, Voice of the Rings? This is the history of my people written upon the stone. You have done us great service, and it is clear that the little folk of the north chose you well. There is little to offer, but our thanks. I hope that is enough.
I mean, he gave me 17 silver pieces. Seems a little bit more than thanks. All right, so... All right.
If you have come to help,
there we go.
You are welcome.
I'm not going to read all of those with the voiceovers because I want to keep leveling up here and keep going as fast as we can. We got to level, right? Oh, guys, we're at 34 likes on the stream. Thank you. Appreciate that. The only reason I remind you guys all the time with that too is that like a lot of people tell me, oh yeah, remind us. I know I have family members that watch sometimes, which is great, and they're like, we love it when you remind us. It's like, I totally forget to click like. I understand that. Now that I've been a content creator, when I watch other content creators, I like a video immediately if I've, you know, liking at the beginning, because it's like ingrained now for me. But I understand that. I used to not remember to like things too. So it really does help. So thank you guys. Appreciate that.
What do you need?
And it's funny because usually only about, on a good day, 10% of people will like something, right, with a video, which is like, and that's, you know, that means a lot, the 10% of people did that. But it is kind of crazy sometimes that it's like, you know that more people liked the video than that, right? That enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? So. All right, so now we need to do the chapter 2, and we need to go into the very scary Agamarun swamp, or however you say it. I always butcher that name. Oh man, we're almost level 30, which means I'm going to be able to use those 2 new swords I bought. Or the sword and the dagger. That's going to add a whole lot of damage to our output, and we're going to be very, very strong. So chapter 2, we have to collect the signals from Gauntmen, which are the very scary looking guys that I made a joke about 2 hours ago with the whole like hardcore screamo. They're like, ah! They look like that with their little like pole. Take it in stride, like a strider would do. Yes, exactly. All right. Okay, so that's not what we need. That guy's just a scary, deadly bile spewer. Ew, gross. All right, we ignore that guy. We're looking for Gauntmen, which are very scary guys, and they usually like have black armor on with a staff. That guy right there. That's the guy we're looking for. I have to be careful though, because if I get a Nazgul spawn right here, it'll be very, very challenging to deal with. We're just gonna make him go to sleep for a second while I kill his friend. He's like, my friend, why would you do that? All right, that's one down. Brah. He just dies. Brah. All right, can I sneak by these guys? Ha 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 ha. They're oblivious. All right, here's another one. It's a gaunt war singer. See, I'm telling you, he just sings heavy metal. So that's his job. Oh, we got an Nazgul spawn. Oh man, I don't know if I can win this one. All right, we're too low health, so we're gonna run away, respawn. We'll come back and kill him, or not respawn, but we'll let him reset and we'll come back and kill him. All right, that should be far enough away. He should reset. All right, reset, reset, reset. Oh, there he is. He's looking for me. Oh, whoa, whoa! What kind of range is that? What was that, like 50-meter range? What the heck? What was that?
He's like, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Oh no! Oh! They're everywhere! Oh, the good news is one of the Gauntlords. Oh, that one didn't count? Oh, come on. That guy didn't count. I've used to watching videos, not live streams, so I'm used to it, like an end of it. yeah, exactly. Well, not that it matters, but I think we'll probably be streaming for about another 30 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit longer, we'll see. I'm enjoying it. There's so many people here hanging out. It's a lot of fun. There we go. All right. I wonder if this guy also needs the Gauntlords or not. All right. We did it. You're a new player. Is it worth joining an established kinship, or should it level for a while? So, yeah, I think joining a kinship is great. I think it's good. Extend the invite if you want to join us. We're on the server CrickHollow. Your character has to be on CrickHollow, though. But I think that being in a kinship, as long as you have other people that want to play with you and are friendly and fun, that's what really matters. Lord of the Rings online community is, like, extremely good. There's very few people that are, as we were talking about, trolls. You get occasional one here or there, but it's much less than other MMOs I've played. Yeah, this guy is also doing the Gauntlord, which is why I invited him, but that's right, I'll just follow him around. Wait, how did I not get another... Why did it not count? Fine, I'm just gonna follow this guy. At least he's not level 50, so I can get credit for... Wow, 900 damage on that crit. Alright, here's a guy we need to beat up. There we go. Wow, I can't believe I'm not getting the insignia or whatever. That's so weird. Wonder if this dwarf is doing the same thing we're doing. This guy didn't want to join my group when I invited him, so. And look at him, he's like racing to steal the box in front of me. That's alright though. That's alright. Let's see here. We're gonna have to get through these guys. A little defensive stance here. He's gonna barf on me! Oh no! It's so gross! Get away from me, you creeper. So by the way, in this game, if you hit the target, you both get credit, which is something that didn't used to be the case. Like, you know, maybe like, I don't know, like they changed that like 8 years ago. Maybe it's been a long time, but it's really nice now that as long as you hit the target, you get credit. But with things like loot still on the ground, like in the world like that, it still matters if you're in a group. But it'll split the loot anyway either way, so it's not like it's... There we go. That gave me one. Oh, here's another guy. That one did not. I'm taking this box. You got the last one, buddy. No, bro, you got the last one. I get this one. It's like, sorry, bro. You didn't accept my invite to the group. We trade boxes now. He's like running ahead now. It's like, hey, you're the one. Uh-oh, I better help this guy. He's getting attacked by a lot of enemies here. That guy might have died if I wasn't here, actually. That would have, like, that's a lot of enemies. Right, sweet, I got my quest done. So I'm actually finished. So I'm gonna let him get his own. I'll give him a little bye wave. Just to be a nice little hobbit. Bye-bye! I'm out of here. Alright. Get on my horse here. What's up? Logan! Just started. Totally new to the game. Looking to just have an easy and enjoyable playthrough. What class has been the best and most engaging combat? So I would say the most complicated class is the Warden, by far. I'm actually really enjoying the combat of the Mariner right now, if you have the Mariner to play. I like the Brawler too. It really just depends on what kind of combat you like. Do you like mass AoE? Do you like single target damage? Do you like being ranged? Do you want to be some kind of mage? If you like being a mage, then being a Runekeeper or Lore Master is very, very fun. Minstrels are also very powerful, but their combat is like single target explosions of just like light damage. So it really depends on what you like best. Logan, if you are newer to the game and you want to play with us, unless you're playing the new Legendary servers, which I think you'd be a subscriber for that. But if you're going to play on a regular server, we're on the server CrickHollow. So if you want to make your character on CrickHollow, you are welcome to join us later. And if you guys want to be invited and want to be able to find us, you can join my Discord and hang out with us. Or if you just want to be part of the channel Discord, nothing to do with the Kinship or LOTRO. We do lots of Lord of the Rings stuff in there. So it's just that Discord helps with the Kinship, but also is connected more to my channel. There's connections, and yet they also, differences, obviously, between the content here on Voice of the Rings and our Kinship on CrickHollow. But the server CrickHollow is the place you gotta be if you want to play in-game with us. But of course, you're always welcome to be in our Discord, and of course here on the channel. And I'm always answer questions for you guys, on live or videos, things. Because we have viewers from all servers on the channel here. All right, it's Radagast.
There is a Gaunt Lord here.
There is a Gaunt Lord here. These signs bear the mark of the Ivar the Bloodhand. He is a powerful lord of the Gauntmen, and a dangerous and vile creature. It is he who is behind the corruption of the Red Swamp. Why should a creature such as Ivar travel so far from Angmar? Power, perhaps? But what drew him here? Sweet. New shoes.
I have a task for you.
I have a task for you. This land was the site of many battles in the past. Some say the swamp takes its name from the blood of fallen men that stains the earth red. But my knowledge of the swamp's history is limited. I do not know of a man named Arik, a wise man of the Englade, though only by reputation. He is a stone speaker, a scholar who studies the stones and collects knowledge from their markings. Arik knows much of local lore. Travel to him and ask him for help. He currently dwells south of here, beyond Talith Gun, down in the Hargion. He may prove us with the knowledge we seek.
All right, well, we're going to stick doing these chapters because we're right on level with these chapters, 29. And we are about to level up. We're so close to leveling up. All right, so I may need to talk to him real quick. Oh, man, we have to go all the way back to that side. All right, well, I will answer live stream questions while we ride our horsey. Full speed ahead. Actually, can I make this my home right now? Let's make this my home. We'll teleport back. Ba-ba-da-bum. Well, it's raining now in Middle-earth. That's kind of cool. Afternoon in Middle-earth. But again, to answer your question about engaging combat, well, it's probably going to be the Mariner with their system here, or like the Warden. But those are, if you're brand new to the game, I'm just going to warn you, those are going to be a lot to learn. But if you want a challenge, that would be a challenge for a new player. Those classes are very hard to play, but also very cool. The Warden especially. The Mariner isn't too challenging. It's basically you just have to balance this thing in the bottom here to make sure you don't like stun yourself. It's kind of similar to what the Runekeeper does actually, but their atonement doesn't stun them. It just makes them heal stronger or do more damage. The Bjornings also are kind of fun. The Bjorning race. You have a certain amount of rage you have to handle, and then that's how you turn into a bear. The main thing that makes the Warden difficult, good question, I should explain that, is that they have these things called gambits. They're like these patterns that you have to put with, you have 3 or 4 different abilities, and then you have some other ones. But normally in Lord of the Rings Online, you just have abilities that you use, and you have to know their timings and their cooldowns and what they do. But the Warden only has like these 3 abilities, but you can have up to 5 combinations of the abilities. So let's say that the abilities are, it's Spear, Shield, and Roar. Those are the 3 abilities, and the patterns of them. So if you do Spear, 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 that's a special ability. If you do Spear, Shield, Spear, that's a special ability. If you do Spear, Shield, Roar, that's a different ability. If you do Roar, Shield, Roar, that's a different ability. So all of these you have to memorize, and there are like 200 combinations. So that's why it's a challenging class. Granted, you can open your. I have a little trick I showed on my. I have a real basic guide on the Warden on the guide playlist. It's just real basic overhaul for new players. I'm going to make a more complicated guide in depth later on. But basically, you can open your skills bar. If you go into skills, like you would get your regular skills, and there's one that's called Gambits, which is what they're called. And you can bring that up, and it'll actually show you the combinations next to the skill. So you can kind of like leave this up on the screen to learn as you play. It's a little side note to help out with that class. But that's what makes it kind of challenging. This class, not nearly as challenging, but you just have to balance what skills you're using. And you want to keep it in certain areas of this little marker. But if you leave it up in the red too long or in the blue, you actually knock yourself out. You get stunned, which can be very... you saw it today. I killed myself because of it. If something's attacking you, you can't let that happen.
Greetings.
Greetings. I know much about these lands, yes. Do you know from whence my knowledge stems? The dead hold secrets, great secrets, terrible secrets. Secrets they clutch to their chests, like fire on a winter's day. Memories keep their hearts warm, you see. No, perhaps you do not see, but you shall, oh yes. I believe you shall.
Would you do something for me?
Yay, we're level 30! Woohoo! We got the little tree animation. Apparently that animation now is only at certain levels. Yeah, otherwise it just does a little beam of light, I realized. Alright, let's listen to him one more time here.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Could I speak with you a moment? You can learn many things from the dead. But there is one troublesome shade called Emelin, Emelin, yeah, I guess that's right. Or is it Emelin? Emelian? I don't know. Emelin that resists all attempts to communication. Perhaps you may succeed where I have not. Emelin is difficult. He is bound by pride and deems the living beneath contempt. If you can prove yourself to him, this might grant you enough status in his eyes that he will lend you aid, excuse me. Beware when you speak to him, he will try and win your trust with pleasant words. When you off to your doom, you will find him at the ruins of Ostharn.
Might I take a moment of your time?
All right, maybe I'll go ahead and accept his other quest here. I'm not going to read the other one right now, but I'm just going to accept it. It says it's for... Oh, we got a quest to go to Evendim. Ooh, I'd like to go to Evendim, actually. Level 30, yeah, we might do that. All right, let's equip our weapons here, now that we're level 30. So we're going to main hand equip the sword, and we're going to offhand equip the dagger. And of course, they will look the same to me because I have they'll look the same because I have cosmetic ones on. But just so you guys know, here's what it actually looks like: the little dagger and the sword. And they're glowing because I actually have an aura on them, but they're cool. That's what I look like right now. I look like a total dork. We're going back to this gear. All right. Here's the shade, and I'm gonna just name him Melian. That's his name. What makes those? Okay. You guys ready for some fun, scary voices? I am. Hey, defeat your own guys. All right.
Thou drawest breath. Thou yet wish to speak with me. Thou art not like the man Ark, the stone wise and knows the secrets of this land. But even he I despise for his warm flesh and bright eyes stare. Wisdom will be thine, thou. Prove thou worthy dost there to face thy warriors. If thou art victory, shall thee upon the quest fail, thou shalt not see the light another day. Defeat my men and I will aid thee.
All right. Easy peasy with my new swords. Do you have a video on how the cosmetics work? Yes. Yes, I do. I believe it would be in my... So I have two playlists. I have a playlist called a LOTRO Wardrobe that is all about cosmetics. I believe the video's on that one. If it's not, it's on my LOTRO Guide playlists. And I will double check later. If it's a little outdated, I will make another one, but I'm pretty sure I have a full cosmetic one. If it's on the guide, it's probably on my basic. I've split my guide playlist up into 4 playlists. There's a 101 for dummies, which is really, really basic stuff, and that's a joke with the name. And then I have a basic guide playlist for LOTRO, a moderate, and advanced. So just so everyone knows. And I'm trying to remember if I put it onto my wardrobe. The wardrobe playlist is mostly to show off cosmetic stuff, whether it be in housing stuff, clothing, or whatever, and I'm going to add more to that in the future. But it might be in my guide playlist. Now that I think about it, I could double check here real quick. Let me see. Let me just look for you real fast. I just redid all my playlists, so I probably moved it to my cosmetic playlist, which would be a LOTRO wardrobe, not a LOTRO guide. But let me just double check here real quick. Let's see. I wish it organizes it better for you guys than it does for me. With the online thing. Let's look at a LOTRO wardrobe first real quick and see if I whoop whoop. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna use the search. This is gonna take way too long. All right, there it is. This is the end. You know what? I may not have done it on here. I might switch to this playlist, but let me look in a different spot for you real quick. I bet it's on a my LOTRO guide. See, here's the 4 playlists we have on the channel for it, and I bet you it's in basics. You know what? I'm just gonna look it up through all my content here. Let's see. It would be. Let's see if I made it. Yeah, tips and tricks. Okay, so it's here we go. Wardrobe. So you asked about the wardrobe, right? So that would be this video. Wardrobe, dyes, and dressing cosmetic system. So I will put these in tips and tricks for the cosmetic system, how to rename your pets. I have a guide on that, how to apply your weapons auras to your cosmetic stuff, vault cosmetic instance. So this is just a bunch of things. So these would all probably help you guys out. So these are all the main names, but I'll go ahead and copy these into the stream for you here so you can check them out for yourself here. Let's see. Hold on one second. I'll give them to you guys. All right, so we'll copy this one into the stream. All right, there's that one. There's that one. And there's that one. So there's all the videos if you'd like to check them out here later in the. This will be left in the live chat too for people later. So there's those 4. I believe the one you want is probably the one that says cosmetic, the main title of that one. So hopefully that helps you out. I might make a more updated version of it later on for you guys too, but those should be fully up to date and be great for you and be fine. Those should work just good. Oh, I got a message. An important matter. Another quest, I see. There we go. Did I not? I won't worry about that one right now. I can now do skirmishes. It's telling me to go do skirmishes. All right, there we go. Let's talk to this guy again. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna actually not do more of the voice, the ghost voice. I'm gonna hurt my vocal cords doing that. It's really fun to do, but it's a little much. Let's put it that way. All right. All right, defeat this character. Okay, so I gotta go defeat this guy. So let's go defeat him real quick. Let's see here. Off we go over here. I'm tempted to get some like XP accelerators too, but to get on top of what I have with my items. Because then we could really be leveling fast. But that's something that most people... Alright, you see this spot right here? There's a spot you can tell they have not upgraded the old textures. That's that wall right there. It's funny because most places have been upgraded, but if you go to some little random corner, occasionally you'll see a spot the textures have not been upgraded. From back in the day. Ooh, I got a new deed done. Enemy of the Dead. Heck yeah. Yeah, man, I do a lot more damage now. Look at how fast things die because of the new items. Woo! That's awesome. So I need to check my how's my... Let's put this on. I don't know why this isn't actually equipped. There we go. All right. And then what's another thing I want to have here is this. So these are virtues. I have an entire guide video on virtues if you guys are new and need this. But you are going to have to think about this later on because you get them by completing deeds. You get like XP for it. Let's see here. I'm trying to see what stats I want for my character. This is pretty good, actually. That one's pretty good. I think I want to start earning Valor next, though. Wow, the new weapons we bought on the auction hall, that were level 30, my damage is crazy now. Even my little attacks are hitting for like as much as my big ones did before. It's a Bog Lord. Oh, well, here we go. Time to try my new weapons out. All right. So I think I can beat him with my new weapons with this at this level. So let me just drink a pot here. All right, cast these. Go into full damage mode. Here we go. All right, remove his corruption. Wow, really? These guys. This is a mournful one. So this one's stronger than the rest. Alright, that is not good. He's really strong. We're leaving.
He's like, when I wake up, I'm going to murder you.
Oh no, hope he doesn't get me with the range auto attack. Oh no! He got me. Oh. Wait, this guy's gonna try to help me? There, I'm gonna net him, help that guy out. That guy realized he was level 30 and was like, oh crap! And just starts running. This guy's trying to help me out, which I appreciate. Man, if these guys can help me win, that would be awesome. This guy's trying to help me out, which I appreciate. Oh, yeah. Woo! Yay! I was helped. I was saved by my friends. I mean, other citizens of Middle-earth. That was much appreciated by these two. By the way, this is the guy that we were running around with before, so I appreciate that he helped us out. He obviously didn't do anything wrong. I was just trolling what I was saying. He was taking the boxes. So I didn't actually get to the boss I needed to kill back there because I had a new boss spawn. You're actually doing really well. Thanks, Spencer. I appreciate it. That's a mournful, not a shadow. Yeah. Oh yeah. That one was that was one of the strong ones for sure. I appreciate everyone showing up to help me right there. That was very, very nice. Okay. How do I get up to this corner spot? I always forget. Is this where you climb up? No, there's a way you get up there. I think it's around maybe it's this side? I haven't been up there in a long time. It's been a long time since I've done these quests. Man, it's even with my new my weapons, I just didn't have enough HP to freaking take him. All right, there we go. Another one bites the dust. All right. This is where the boss, I believe, spawns. Someone just killed him. So I just need to wait for this spot, I think. Just need to chill out and wait right here. Use a couple, one of my potions here. Let's see. Tell you what, we'll sell some stuff while we are waiting for him to respawn. This sword's pretty cool, actually. I like this sword. I think I'll save it for later. This is crafting, right? Yeah, that's crafting. Any of the lightish green ones are crafting, so we want to keep most of those. Oh, wait, I didn't switch those boots, did I? Yep, all right, switch the boots. There we go. What does this one go? Nope, don't want that one. All right, sell all. Oh man, our inventory is getting more and more full. I'm gonna have to go to I'm gonna have to open my vault here soon. Isn't this where he spawned? Ah, there he is. There he is. There's a little stinker. So much for being a boss. He has been slain. All right, so those guys have been saved. Alright, so now that let's get out of this horrible, scary fortress. Jonathan C. is just laughing at me running for my life. Alright, thank you for liking the stream, guys. I appreciate it. Actually, I'm very surprised. I think we're going to probably get to 40 likes before we're done with the actual stream. And then we're going to get like another 100 likes, right? For everyone watching later. Alright, so again, I'm not going to do the ghost voice anymore, the voiceover, because it was kind of destroying my throat, so. Alright, talk to Radagast. Sweet, so he gave me the information we needed, that Radagast said we needed to go find. Alright, so I think we're set there. This guy had quests too and stuff, and technically they're on our level, but I guess I could have picked those up and done all those. But I think I'm going to skip them. I think we're going to continue the chapter story and just kind of move on. I kind of wanted to go to Evendim if possible. Oh, look, a swan. Hello there. Hello, little swan. Watch out for the undead while you're swimming around, Mr. Swan. This ain't no Swan Lake. Alright. Back we go! I can't, the only thing with live streams is I can't do teleports for you like I do in my videos. Like my voiceover series. Like if I'm doing a really far travel, then I'll like do, you know, the little Baruch Kazan and like teleport to 2 locations instantly. I can't do that in a live stream, so that's the best time for me to chat with you guys in the live stream and answer your questions. I am thinking though, it may be time for to go get some lunch. Got some tea though. It's good. It's just Lipton though. I really would go for some Earl Grey right now, or some nice matcha. That would be very good. All right. Let's see here. Oh. All right. There it is. Oscaruth in the rainy clouds. Also, guys, I don't know if I told you this in the other stream, but if you look up during a rainstorm, the water drops actually like hit your lens or your eyeball. And I love that and there's a bird up there, by the way, if you see it. I think it's such a cool effect. I really like it a lot. It really adds a lot. It's neat with the lighting effect and all the effects in the game, how like things do happen on your screen that would in lore would affect your eye, right? Like water drops falling on it, or like you're almost like looking through this camera into the world, or your eyeball into the world. And I just think that's kind of cool. Just a kind of a cool addition to the game. Dude, it's dinner time here. Yeah, well, okay, that's fair. I mean, it's a little late for lunch. It's almost 3. It's 3 p.m. You played for 10 years. Here's my biggest question. If I have one ring that's like 10 levels under the other ring and buy a ring to replace the older, crappier one, why does the system always replace the newer one? Alright, I agree. That's gotta be changed. It always puts it on the same... So normally any item in your inventory, right? If you right click it, it replaces it, right? So for example, like if I replace this crafting tool, it puts it in the crafting tool spot if I right click it, right? But when it comes to jewelry, okay, it always places it in the top slot. So for example... Oh, excuse me, there's one exception. If there's something empty, it will place it in the empty slot. But if you have a double of something and you want to put it in that spot, it'll always replace the top slot. I don't know why that is. Earrings do that, the bracers do that, and the rings do that. It really should like know what the better one is, or just, you know, yeah, it's just, that is a little bit frustrating. But it will put it in there although if one is empty. But I think that's just something that like, since they've updated things a lot, they don't want to have to go through and like update every single piece of gear or jewelry in the game every single time. So I recommend to everybody, because of this comment he made, always make sure you drag and drop your new piece to drop it if it's in the lower slot. Make sure you have the 2 equipped that are the right ones equipped. Just keep that in mind for everybody. Nice. Never knew that until now. Nice. Well, I'm glad I was able to help, Spencer. Yeah, so it'll drop it in the empty slot always if you right click it. But if you right click it when it comes to, this is only when it comes to earring, bracelet, and ring, since they're the same item technically slot, just 2 of them, it'll always replace the top one. I don't know why that is. So it won't like pick which one's better, so you need to drag and drop it onto the one and then it'll replace it. Or you could pull it out and drag the other one in if you wanted to, but I mean that seems kind of like a waste of your time. You can just drag and drop it onto the lower slot. to update the upgrade ring and it'll replace it too. So for example, if I wanted this ring in the top slot, right, I could drag and drop it and it'll actually replace the ring, right? So now the equipped one's the Elder Band, right? Or now the other one's the Shining Opal. So, but again, if you have one lower empty, you can just right click and it'll just go in. But again, it'll always replace all your other things in their spots. Helmets, shoulders, everything. You just right click in your inventory, it'll replace the one you have equipped. This will not do the same. It'll be different for your cosmetic outfits. Those you have to drag and drop. That system will not work with the cosmetic outfits. Just, okay, keep that in mind. Again, I have guide videos on this stuff if you need it, guys. All right, Radagast, we're back.
Much has happened.
Much has happened. Yes, it is terrible fate for anyone. And this Ivar is a fearsome foe. I pray those youths are found safe and sound. Ah, but you do not know. 2 bold Englade youths set out to save Oscuruth. They are ignorant of the dangers they face and must be turned from their quest. Pride and honor compel them, but only death awaits.
Will you help
Oh,
me?
we got a quest. Let's do it. Solo, the Red Pass.
Greetings, friend of the wild.
Greetings, friend of the wild. 2 young and headstrong youths of the Englade, Elsa and Eraka, entered, or is it Erak? I don't know. Entered, I need to know if it's a guy or girl to know the name. Entered Angmarum with a small company. They sought to find the power behind the threat to their people. But if it is a gaunt Lord Ivar has come to Angmarum, I fear they face a power they cannot overcome. They need your help. The Red Swamp is divided into 2 regions. The southern marshes, Hagamar, you know. Elisa and Eric entered Angmarum, the northern marshes, through the Red Pass. It is a passage known only to the Englade and myself. I will accompany you, for the shadow that has come to the Angmarum is too powerful for you to deal with alone. There is no telling what evil awaits us in the swamp. Return to me when you are prepared to leave. Yes.
Are you prepared to leave?
Let's go. I'm going to get help from Radagast, the Brown.
The gaunt Lord
Let's
Ivar
do it.
spreads corruption through Agamor, the Red Swamp, raising a host of evil to do the bidding of Angmar.
All right.
We must go west to the Englade encampment. Les and Eric will be waiting, and I can better attend to the corruption from there. The power which continues to corrupt this swamp is terrible, but we may not have to face it alone. The beasts tell me that there are shades of Emerald's kind which dwell here, and may be convinced to aid the Englade. I do not know why they do not remain with their own kind, but they at least have not brought harm to the Englade. Now, we must hurry. The very trees scream in pain. I must see what I can do to help them as quickly as possible. Follow me, though I cannot promise aid, for I fear I will need all my strength to face Ivar the Bloodhand. Let us head for the camp.
By the way, guys, I don't know if you know you can walk in this game. It's the 4 button on the number pad, which is INS. I always forget what that's supposed to be called, the description. But it lets you walk on your horse or on your character. Oh. He's got a bunch of ravens helping us out. Allies of Radagast. So supposedly with the update, the ring wraiths will not spawn in this instance now. They don't spawn now in solo instances since the other stream the other day. I just hit level 50 and I'm brand new. How should I get gearing now? Oh, level 50 on the Legendary server? Well, some of the endgame servers, if my memory serves me well, from years ago, would be like the Rift raid. There's people that can craft pretty high level 50 gear too. So that's another way you can get it.
but I believe it would be from doing the instances, the endgame instances of level 50 here, and like the Rift Raid gear will be really, really like some of the best from what I remember, unless it's been changed from the original game, but I think it's something around that. Beware, my friends, the door root is angered. The Dow root, excuse me. Oh, give me 1 second. Sorry, someone called me on the phone. A shame that such a great tree must leave this earth. Hurry now. Yes, hate to slay a tree. We must cherish the trees. Radagash? I do not agree more. There are more beautiful. Come along. Follow me to safety. By the way, he's talking to little animals. I don't know if you noticed. If I turn the floating, it would seem the gate has been sealed. I believe, though, that I can open it. He's helping these little creatures get to safety. Kind of like they did in the Hobbit movie. I actually really liked the part in the Hobbit movie. Some people really didn't like it, and I can understand sort of. But, now Balion Mithila something in Elvish word. I like the part when he saves the little creature from the poison. It like absorbs it out or whatever with that stone. I thought it was kind of cool to show that he is a wizard, right? The only thing I didn't like about Radagast in The Hobbit is I don't think he's as insane. And the Lord of the Rings Online doesn't make him insane. He's more of a helpful wizard, right? He cares really about the plants and trees more than probably he should, as in over other things. Like, it's good to care about those things. But, greetings, my four-footed friend. What brings you here? That is not good at all. Allow me to help. Come. So important to see these poor little animals are all stuck in here. But yeah, they made him a little too insane for me in the Hobbit movies. That's my one negative with Radagast. Even though I still thought the actor did a good job. And like the poop on the head, sure, it's funny, but was not needed. See how Radagast looks in this? This is a very good look for Radagast right here. I like this. This is a good look for Radagast. He's a little disheveled, but he's not, you know, insane. And like I didn't mind the whole rabbit like riding, you know, carriage thing. I thought that was kind of hilarious, that whole part. Even though it's not all made up right from the movie, that one part. He's barfing on me, guys. No! No, stop it! Stop it! Woo! And also, guys, so you know, we're about to hit 40 likes. Heck yeah. One more like, guys. 40 likes. What's up, everyone? Welcome who just joined in. Just so you guys know, too, tomorrow I plan on doing a stream a little earlier than this one. We're going to continue off where we're left off in this stream. And then tomorrow evening, my time, which will be different for European, right? It'll be really early in the morning, probably, or really late, for Australia at least, and then Europe will be really late. I will be doing a stream with we're going to be doing a 150 level event for our Kinship. So that'll be fun if you guys want to tag along and see that. And I also have a bunch more videos coming out over the next few days. And then we'll also have one stream on Sunday, because a lot of people requested I'd stream on Sunday again. So I will, a lot of times I can't because I have stuff with church and things like that, and family stuff on Sundays, but I will be able to this Sunday. So I'll be streaming on Sunday for those who want to see some live stuff on Sunday. Alright, so we're supposed to just defeat someone over here? I think we just have to go over here and defeat the thing. Let's do this real quick.
All right, here it is.
Your presence is unwelcome, but amusing. What did you hope to accomplish, I wonder? It will not matter. Soon I shall claim your bones forever, and the Red Maid.
You have a maid?
Arise, brethren. There is life to claim. He's like impossible. To me, slay him.
Dead. Huh. It's a pretty fancy looking thing you got there, sir. What's that supposed to even be to? Is that supposed to be Ivar? Well, now I'm the king. Leader, I am now the hobbit ruler of this realm. Fear my power. How do you starting zone works? The starting is it race based? Yes. So, it's basically you have the option if you play as a hobbit. There's two Okay. So Lord of the Rings Online has like 6 or 7 technical races, even though a lot of them are the same race, right? Really, there's only 5 races, right? The 4 free peoples: elves, men, hobbits, and dwarves, and then there's Bjornings. Those are really the only separate race playing things. But there's also the High Elf race, right? There is the River Folk, which are basically another group of hobbits race, and then there's also the Stout Axes, which is another group of dwarves, right? Another clan, basically, outside of Durin's clan. So those are all the different races, basically, you can play. So again, you have the 4, and then you have the High Elf, River Hobbit, Stout Axe Dwarf. So we're going to 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th one would be the Bjorning. It all matters where you start. So humans and hobbits start in the land of Archit. They have a slightly different intro beginning, but then they all end up in Archit. So I'll just run through it for everyone real fast with this. Not run you through with a sword, just run, go over this real fast. So Archit is right here, so you'll have a little intro separate as the hobbit, then you'll start here. The men will have a little intro, then they'll start here. Okay, they start in Breeland. And then you can go over to the Shire or whatever with a hobbit. Dwarves will start up here after their little intro. The elves and dwarf, regular elf and dwarf, both have an intro starting up in Thorin's Gate. But then the elves start down here in Kellendim, and the dwarves start up there. Okay? Bjornings have a starting where they start actually in... they start in the Vale of Bjorning, is their intro. And then I believe they teleport to Archit when they're at, like, the certain level as well, from what I remember off the top of my head. And the Stout Axes, the same thing. They have a special intro in Mordor, actually, where they're like a slave or something. And then they start out in Thorin's Gate, I believe, too. And then the High Elves, same thing. They start down here in thing after they basically have an intro of the Second Age as a High Elf, because they're basically, from the, Undying Lands or whatever the background of it is. And then the River Hobbits have an intro up in the Misty Mountains, in the Vales of Anduin, where actually the homestead is, where my house is, and my main server, which I could show you guys real quick at the end of the stream if you want to see it. But then they also start in Archit, I believe, once they're done with their intro. So that's basically how that all combines. Oh, hold on. There's also 2 separate intros now. I have to explain this. There's another intro called The Shadows of... It's Swanfleet. There's a place called Mossward. So any of the races can choose to play the other intro. So instead of the classic intro, you can play the Mossward intro. You do have to buy it. It's an expansion. I think it's $20. The area you don't have to buy, but if you want to do that particular intro start or whatever, I think you have to get it. I think a lot of people just get it now. I'm not entirely sure on the logistics of how that works now. But you can start in Mossward with that expansion, the Shadows of the Past, it's called. And, of course, everyone can quest in these areas, but that basically gives you access to that intro. So you can, instead of doing the other intros, you'll start in Swanfleet Mossward Village. So that's another side note. But that one's not really relevant to people who are just free-to-play who just joined the game. But that's another one to keep in mind. Boom! 40 likes. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. 41 likes. Thank you, guys. So there. Hopefully that answers all the intros and the race differences. I could probably make a guide explaining all those and showing the locations for you guys. But I think I have a guide talking about that, though, a little bit. High elves have the best intro. The second age vibe is real. Yes, it is cool. It's very, very cool. I like. Obviously, I'm a big dwarf and hobbit player. I love them too. But yes, the high elf one was pretty cool. It was very fun to intro. All right. Oh, our oaths hold true. To arms, my brethren. We fight Ivar the Red Maid. Good, good. You have called them to action. Quick now. We must follow them. Sweet. We've got Oathbreakers on our side. Alright, I'm gonna stick with Radagast. He also gives me a hope buff. Gives me inspired greatness. 350% increased morale. Sweet. It's so you can do this as a solo instance. That's why they give you that buff if you do it solo. Alright. Here's a wretched wight.
Ivar has told us, none shall pass. Slay them.
My strength returns. They're coming out of watery holes in the ground.
Quickly, there are others like us ahead. Watch your step and follow me.
Haha, I like they told us to watch our step as he floats. Was that a troll? Were you trolling us? Oh, look at that. Oh, Elessa, Merrick. Radagast, you have come! And you should not have been so hasty in coming here. I told you it was folly. You're right. I shall know better for future. Do not feel too badly. It was great feat to come as far as you have. Zollin, all of you, I sense the journey is nearly at end. Rest now and speak with Elas to learn what you may have. Her insight may prove helpful in the fight ahead. We were beaten. There is no way to hide this. This Ivar commands the waters, the wights, and the forest itself. He cannot be beaten by mere force. And I fear there is something far more terrible within the ruins to the north. I know there's little time before the great evil spills forth from Goth Ogwyn. Our only hope is to Radagast. Only he will be able to stop this Ivar. Please go north to the gate of Goth Ogwyn with him. Stop the Gaunt Lord Ivar. Alright. Bring the rest of the end. We must hurry and continue on our journey. Hurry now. The Gaunt Lord Ivar is not far from here, near the north gates of Angmar to the north. He may not reveal himself immediately. We may need to draw him forth. The way ahead will be difficult, but do not give up hope. We shall triumph this day if we do not lose heart. Come now, the gates of Arngarwith and Ivar.
Angmarum is not for you, river hobbits.
Oh, he knows I'm a river hobbit. It's kind of scary. Libelius Galala. I don't know what that means, but murder them. He's probably letting me be able to fight ghost monsters. Wow! That increased damage from the hope buff. That's crazy.
The great Ivar bids you come no further.
Well, sorry, sir. We're definitely going further. Oh, knocked myself out. If you're in that red line too long, it'll knock you out.
Ivar, enough of this. Show yourself.
Who calls me forth? You have come to sacrifice yourself to me like the others? Ah, the fools in the brown. Angmar is lost to you as the River Maiden, Radagast.
Cease your prattling tongue. You hold no sway over me.
We shall see, fool.
I trust in the secret fire. You have no power over me. Methlin Luyeth.
The power of the abyss is mine to command. You shall not stand.
Nature is my ally.
Ah! The red mage shall... the red mage shall have you all soon enough.
Do not trust in your own power over her. She shall be feared from here. Clutches soon enough. Freed, excuse me. It's hard to read it because it's going so fast. I'm having to use the chat below the camera here to read it. It goes by so fast. That creature commands great power, but against a heart full of hope and trust in one's ally, such power means nothing. Thank you for helping here, my friend. We have done well this day. Our spreading corruption is stayed, at least for the moment. I must return now to the England encampment and help end this evil forever. There is more than you ought to do here. There's more you ought to do here, if you are willing, but we will not speak of such matters now.
I came too late to Bree, and too early to Weathertop, where beyond my aid, the Witch King and his minions attacked Frodo, wounding him with a Morgul blade. Thankfully, Aragorn was there to save him.
Get him with the torch, Aragorn. Give him the chair. I mean the torch. So anyway, the Blood Maiden is actually, I believe she's some kind of one of the river spirits, and she's being corrupted by and it's a really cool instance actually that you can do.
Why are you bothering me?
So these quests are definitely on our level, so we could do quests here. What do you guys think? Would you want to do the quests here?
What do you need?
What do you need? Thank you, Zoll. Again, for your aid, Zollin Ironshield, you should speak now with Radagast the Brown. He is waiting for you within the tower here in camp. Alright. I will talk to him. He's got all the little pets all chilling in here. Do you guys want me to go work in the land of Evendim now for leveling, or do you want me to continue this storyline for the next stream tomorrow? That's the question. So you can easily leave a comment for the stream, or let me know. In fact, you know what? I'll run a poll right now with the 20 of us here. Stay here or Evendim? Boom! There's poll. Sorry if it's a little bit misspelled. I did it really fast. Alright, oh, this is not quite as good as the ones we have. Parry will. I think I'll actually take the parry and will over. So here's...
I must bid you farewell for now.
So this is what I was talking about with the ring. So if I right-click this, it'll just replace it with the top ring. So I actually have to drag and drop it if I want to replace it with the bottom ring. There. Little weird thing. It'd be nice if that was updated, but it's not like the end of the world. The Englade and our Arthendane allies were able to stop Ivar's forces, at least for the time being. I am needed elsewhere and must bid you farewell for now. Now go, for Elas wishes to speak with you again. Whoa.
I fear there is little to be done.
He gives a bunch of quests.
I have a task for you.
They are all on level.
It has come to this. There is great evil here.
Great evil here. He's got such a cool voice. Oh, we already got 3 votes for Angmar. I mean, for Evendim. All right.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? You have done much to help us keep this foothold in Angmar, Zollin. Thank you. If you hold this position, you will need supplies. I'm not going to read all this right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do, actually, is we're going to go ahead and remove these other quests for now. Let's see. Gamebrook Creek Gaming. So we're going to remove all of those. So let's go back and teleport back right now to the other place. We're going to probably head over to Evendim for tomorrow's stream. I think that's what will be the goal. Looks like you all are voting for Evendim. All right. I like it. It's definitely a much prettier place to quest than this scary red swamp of death. It's gloriously pretty. Did anybody want to see the Hobbit house? Or do we get to see that tomorrow, my house? Because I can switch to my other character, but I think we'll probably just do that tomorrow.
I'm sure.
Alright, so we got 5 votes out of the 18 of us here. Nobody else wants to vote?
How can I be of service?
Definitely not as good as the one I'm wearing. Okay, even though it's purple.
Would you do something for me?
Alright, so with that, Chapter 3 is Talk to Halbarad. Guess where Halbarad is? He's in the North Downs, so we may have to go to the North Downs to continue the chapter. Who's at Tenudir and Oathbar. Okay, so yes, all the quests we have up right now are what I want to be doing later. And Trestle Bridge. So these are the... Okay, good. These are the 4 quests I want to be doing to talk to people. And the next ones, I don't need this crafting quest. And... we might do that one later. I'm not going to do this one, so I'm going to just get that out of my inventory. Chapter quests we want to leave. And prologues, festival quest, can't, it's just going to stay in there. Missions, we'll leave these because it will stop asking me about them. River Hobbit quest we'll keep. Road to Erebor, we'll keep these. Okay. There we go. We're pretty organized on our quests. So now with that, let's go ahead and head back towards Bree. In fact, I could probably just take a swift travel to Buckland. It'd be faster to get there. Now let's do that. I'm teleporting. You just can't tell. All right, guys. We will do Evendim it is. Well, Evendim and North Downs. That's where we're gonna head that way. Is the quest for Aragorn's blade in? I know a lot of that takes place in Evendim, but it might be around 40. I think it's... Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's around 40. Can you level up just from doing chapter quests, or do you need to do a lot of side quests too? Throwback to IJ, you can do a lot with the chapters. They will guide you a lot. But you will basically... I have a guide on this, but basically you follow the chapters, make sure they're on level. So, for example... It's Wight. The quest is Wight for me. It says level 30 next to it. I'm level 30. So continue to follow it. Go to the area. If all the quests are also Wight, they're also like right around the level of you. Level 29, level 31, you know. Then pick all those quests up. Do those quests while you do the chapter. But make sure you always are focusing on completing the chapter the most. But a lot of times it'll be very helpful. Like you'll go talk to someone and then they'll say, hey, we need you know, deal with this. And all the quests you pick up will all be in the same spot to kill things or do stuff. So you will want to do some side quests with the main one, but most side quests you can skip if they start being like 2 or 3 levels too low, and your chapter quest can tell you to go somewhere else and it's like on level. Follow the chapters. So you're going to be able to do a lot with that. Now again, I have some XP boosters with these items I have, which makes me be able to follow the chapter quest a little easier. So you will have to do some quests on the side, regular, if you're just doing regular experience. But remember, if you open your wallet, if you are, I think you can use perks if you're a VIP. Can you use perks? Or actually, I think you can use perks with no matter what now. I'm thinking of something older. But you can go to perks here in the wallet, and you can say, use this, right? And it'll increase that. And also, if you're a VIP, this is only VIP. So that's the enhanced experience. VIP is rest experience. They're 2 different things. So the bar down here has 2 colors right now. It's gray, which is not done, and orange, which is level experience, how far I am to the next level. That bar down there. There's also 2 other colors. There's the dark blue, which you only see if you're VIP. That's rested experience. And then there is also
the lightish blue one, which is the enhanced experience, which you can get from the perks here or from an item if you get it, earn it for free or something. You can also sometimes buy them in the store. But that is different. Those are all the XP you'll see on the bar. And then there's like items that will give it to you on a buff on your status thing. Like there's one that'll give you 100% experience for an hour or like 3 hours. And then, for example, you see it'll look like this. But then these ones are from my items I'm wearing. All these little arrows up here on my character, they're actually from my items that give me a little tiny 25 flat experience. That's all stacks though, right? All those things I just explained stack. The dark blue color, the light blue color on the bar, the items you use, and the items, if you like an XP scroll that gives you a certain hour of XP increase, or, you know, XP items like mine up here. So those will all stack.
Oh, good
Which
day.
might be overkill. It might make you speed past a spot so fast that like, now you're like, you have to complete certain chapter quests to continue to the next area. In theory, you could just go to another carry to accept quests, but you kind of want to complete the chapters because it'll guide you then better. So just keep all that in mind. All right, well, we're riding on our horsey here. I'm going to sell... Oh, I can't sell stuff on my own horse? Sad face. All right, so... Got some good stuff going on here. But anyway, my friends, it's been quite a fun day here in Middle-earth. Yeah, hopefully that helps you out. So, love to answer questions and everything. I think we're going to go ahead and call it here unless you guys got some questions for me. Been going for about 3.5 hours. I'm going to go get myself some early dinner, late lunch. I'm getting a little hungry. But I will be back tomorrow if you want to check it out. And again, I highly recommend you guys join our Discord. Whether you want to be part of our kinship on the server CrickHollow, you have to have a character on CrickHollow if you want to play with us in game. Obviously, you're welcome to join me on the server Angmar and just join, you know, play like walking around with me. That's fine. I'm just saying we're not going to be doing events all the time. I'm going to mainly just solo doing stuff. But in the future, I might join another group to do some endgame event or something on this legendary server. But that would be separate from the main goal of me and my officers, which is building our home server of CrickHollow. So, but yeah, join our Discord. We also do other things. Again, it's not just LOTRO we do lots of Lord of the Rings content. It's all fun, it's all positive, and I do replica reviews too, and it's been a pleasure to have so many people joining the channel. I appreciate it, and joining our kinship, which are, again, I always say this, they're slightly connected, but they're also different. The channel is kind of, you know, there's a big overlap of our community. A lot of people that watch the channel are also in the kinship, and vice versa, but you don't have to be in either. I do ask if you are going to be in the kinship that you're subscribed to the channel since it's free, but but they are different things. So anyway, my friends, thanks so much for hanging out this whole time, everybody. Still a bunch of you here. You're all the best. Hope you had a nice time. Thank you to my wonderful Patreons for their support. If you ever want to go above and beyond and have the inkling or means, you can check out Patreon or buy me coffee and stuff. That really helps out because I'm doing this full time now. But I never am pushy on that stuff. I never want to annoy people. I want you to be having fun here and enjoying yourself. So liking, subscribing is free. Leaving comments, that all helps tremendously as well. But all of it is needed, and I am doing this full time now, which is super fun. I'm almost to the point where it's sustainable. Not quite, but I'm getting there because look at all of these wonderful people. There's 34 of them. Appreciate it so much. And I'll see you guys on the next ones. Yes. Thank you so much, Throwback Jay. Your name. Anyway, thank you guys for your questions. I hope you had fun today. And Baruch Hazar Kuzar, I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, as always, here on Voice of the Rings, and I'm at your service and your families, as the dwarves say. I will see you guys in the next ones, my friends. Stay happy, and I'll see you tomorrow. We got 4 more streams this weekend, so, and lots of videos coming up this week. See you in the next ones. Join our Discord. If the link is bad, go to voiceoftherings.com, link down there, and go to my social media tab on our site, on my site of voiceoftherings.com. It will always have a good link. All my social media links are there too, as well as in the description. See you guys.